Through silver shafts of sunlight, the king of the pod arrives. Beside him, the queen glides in shining grace. To the throne of coral they swim.
Hail to the pod.
This is a public service notice. 18 plus here, or else.
This episode is brought to you by thedolphinwars.com.
Evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin Television. This is episode 470.
Woo.
30 to go. 30 to hit 500. Wow. Can't believe that. Cannot believe it at all. And tonight is our themed show. We're going to be doing music and mayhem, as you can see on the splash page. And you know when it is, just because it will be mayhem. Mayhem will be abides. So I am Raymond. I am joined with my co-host Wendy.
Hail to the pod.
And I am the author of the Dolphin Wars trilogy of books and ruler of the greatest pod on YouTube. Welcome you all to the chat. As always, if you like these themed episodes, if you love the chaos and the madness that is Just Cuz, if you love the interviews, Radio King Dolphin TV, and everything else that has King Dolphin TV on it, please, like Legatus Legionise says, like, share, sub, chat, comment, engage, enjoy, play along, dance along. Ooh, we could be doing some dancing tonight. So do all that and help the YouTube algorithm know that this is King Dolphin TV and we are not going anywhere despite any best efforts. And if you are so inclined to help keep the lights on here at the pod, do what is pinned on the chat from FKHC 2005, who says, you don't want Snorty and kudos if you could figure the reference. Don't want Snorty and Trike to do some brain salad surgery on you? Give a super chat, sticker, or something at the tip link here. And there is the tip link right there. And he ends it with a boom. And that's the way you do a explosion. And
the underwater ones are cool.
Yeah, they are. They are. And the tip link is right here. There you go. Where you can help put some ducats in the bucket and especially keep these two critters. Keep these two critters from knocking at your door. Keep these two critters from knocking at your door. Demanding. See, you have an explosion and it knocks everything out of whack. There you go. Keep those two critters out of your hair. They are quite dapper in their outfit.
They sure are.
Yeah. Yeah. But man,
Looking good.
yeah, and there's the message. Pay up now. All right, so let me welcome our guests. Again, tonight is going to be all music and all mayhem. We've got. I'm wondering if Wendy's going to bring out her electric violin.
Only if you want to scare people.
Hopefully, Linrod will be here because I heard he's got some songs.
Yeah, he said he would get a couple of more songs ready for us this week.
Yeah, yeah. And,
just so everybody knows, I'm actually borrowing, honey, I'm borrowing Jimmy's headset.
So let's see. So there's that. So let me Legatus. Music like this type? Shoot. Yeah, sure. Legatus, sure.
It's probably more in tune than anything I play on my electric violin.
Yeah, I got my bass. I got my bass here too. At least the thing is as long as there's no accompanying music, the copyright monsters won't be bugging us. So, but
yeah, I'll copyright people right now. If I'm playing that violin and you think you hear something in there that's an actual song, I can promise you that is an accident. That is an absolute accident.
I know what you mean. All right, so let me welcome everybody who's arrived. We've got Marcelo Lopez. Hello, my friend. He's stepping to move groceries around.
Hello.
We've got Sylvia, your lovely artist, here.
Hello, Sylvia.
All right. We've got, right now, those are our guests. Well, hopefully there'll be some more coming in. But in the meantime, let's welcome the Lifeguard Corps. First off, our producer, the producer of this madness.
Queen Dolphin herself.
Yeah. Sandra, the producer. Just remember. Just remember. King Dolphin TV in color. Stereo, we're available. We will be singing. San Feliciano production, accompanied by Snorter Poopus with Trike as the director. All right. Okay, and speaking of that, we have Snort says, "Hail the Queen." All right. And hail the Trike. Trike, our director, is here. He's been hanging around his crate a lot. I wonder what's going on with him. Yeah. I wonder. He probably, all the agitation with Sandra is probably putting him out of sorts. And I'll read. I'll get you for that one, comic. Right. We got the Meme Master, FKHC 2005. We got the Magnificent Legatus Legionnaire. We've got the huge Comic Relief Crusader here, who says, "Hail to Sandra Feliciano's infinite patience." And a Sandra report, she's telling Legal Marcelo Lopez, "It still doesn't bend like it should. I need to force myself to bend it until it hurts pretty bad, so it hopefully will get better." See, honey,
that range of motion, it doesn't get, it's tough to get that range of motion back. It really is.
yeah. And it's only been a month and 2 days. Don't think you're gonna run a marathon in that time frame. I keep telling her,
she's probably not going to be doing squat lifts either. So
yeah. I tell her, don't overdo it. Follow the physical therapist, but don't overdo it.
Yeah.
And
my mom had her first knee done. She decided she was going to have 90 degrees as soon as possible, and she actually did it before her incision had completely healed and it opened up.
Yeah.
Not much, like maybe a ½ inch of it did right at the kneecap. But still, it was just like, told you that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we've got the latest Sandra report, and let's see. We welcome Comic Relief Crusader. Get in here, Comic.
Come on, Comic.
Yeah, you've been a shy, retiring self for quite some time. We need to get you back up here. Hopefully, Pudgy's coming. So, all right, and then finally, we must recognize the baddest bear on the internet. The one, the only. Let me do this right, because it must be done right. Snortopoopas! Cuber. Dot scream. Hashtag roar. You don't want to hear me sing. Tiptoe through the tulips, blah, 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 blah. Snortopoopus is the great one. Subscribe to King Dolphin TV. Have a great
yourself.
Yeah, I did. I did. And unfortunately, there's probably going to be more of this going on.
Oh my gosh!
The Dolphins,
I got the grandkids coming over at 5:30. It's 4:00 Central Time. We're 4:13 now.
The Dolphin has brought out his parody songs. Sigh. So let's get it on. Let's get it with the other guy. Sniffles. D. Boom. Whoa, that was an interesting effect.
Yeah.
I
thought it was just me on the iPad.
And now the hussy, Amber. Snortopoopus, Cuber. .kiss. Hashtag hug. Don't you even dare sing. Nah. My music.
Oh, come on. I bet she can get a high pitch in there. Okay, stop.
My beautiful music's resort for Snortopoopus. Whoa. That's I gotta.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
I'm starting to hear that bow chicka bow wow.
Yeah, here, back to the sign. Back to the sign. You guys get out of here. You're gonna get me in trouble. Yeah, back to the sign. All right, so we've got to start to this. Already got to start to this show. Okay, so we've gotten, and I'll welcome anybody who comes back in later on. But yeah, and for the special occasion, I put on my tux. And when you got a tux, you got to invite the man who really rocks it, Sean Connery.
Of course.
There you go. Two dapper people that rock tuxes and enjoy the finer things in life, such as music and martinis and mayhem. Let's see. Legata sent me something. Let's see. Okay, so as we said, we're going to be doing music. We may be playing some music. We're going to be talking about music, talking about our favorite genres and favorite bands. And I have some parody songs. But tonight, it is about music. And of course, since it is King Dolphin TV on a Saturday, there will be mayhem. And of maximum mayhem. So we look to have a lot of fun tonight. Okay. Let's see. Did anybody get FKHC's reference in his pin? Let's see. I gotta check something out. Wow. I guess. Well, we have if anybody knows the, let's see, what's this? Oh, the goddess. Oh, goddess. Oh dear. All right. We're gonna start out Legata style. Let's see. This was sent to me from Legatus. A fart is a pleasant thing. It gives the belly ease. It warms the bed in winter and suffocates the fleas. A fart can be quiet. A fart can be loud. Some leave a powerful, poisonous cloud. Oh, they've smelled trike then. A fart can be short, or a fart can be long. Some farts have been known to sound like a song. A fart can create a most curious medley. A fart can be harmless or silent and deadly. Trike definitely. A fart might not smell, while others are vile. A fart may pass quickly or linger a while. A fart can occur in a number of places. What is it? And leave everyone there with strange looks on their faces. From wide open prairie to small elevators, a fart will find all of us sooner or later. But farts are all bad, simply is not true. We must never forget sweet old farts like you. Kind it brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
Legatus. That's a way to start.
Well, I have to say, fart is my favorite F word that I can say that's considered PG.
Yeah.
But yes, fart is my favorite PG F word.
We got, let's see. We've got Stark Void X here. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Welcome. Let's see. Stark X. You'll have to excuse me. I had some serious computer issues. For the past month, I don't know what happened. But my files wouldn't transfer from, they wouldn't save automatically. It always had to ask me, do you want to save the file? And I said, yes. But then I tried to move it into another document. It says, you need the administrator. I am the administrator. I own this computer. So fortunately, since I pay for Best Buy's tech team, I went in and told them the whole thing. And they said, oh, you can probably get it back in 3 days. I said, no, I've got a stream tomorrow. And they said, oh, but so I dig out my old all-in-one, and oh my God, it was slower than molasses. So, and of course, my files, such as the public service thing, isn't on it. So I'm over there going, oh God, not only am I going to have a slow computer, but I don't have the cool stuff on here.
Yeah.
So fortunately, 3 hours later, they actually were able to fix it. So my files are good to go. And my files are good to go. The only thing I have an issue with, and I think it's a Microsoft thing, is my email, my Outlook. If I don't catch the reminders right away, it locks up, and I can't X out. I actually have to do the task manager, but that's kind of a small problem. But as long as I can move all my files, so
I have a fairly disgruntled relationship with computers. It seems like, when I was in high school and this whole thing was just coming out with the Macs and, and the old Apples and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. But then it left me behind. Now that everything is done on computer in the hospital, it irritates me to no end.
Yeah. Hey, Pudgy, come on in.
Oh, Pudgy.
Pudgy's here. Get in here. Get in
Come
here.
On,
you got the link. You're ready to go. And hello, Canadian Cat, who says, "What up, eh?" All right.
So I've actually got the hospital's IT on speed dial. I call them all the time.
I did not know that IT specialists can be nurses or are in the hospital. I'm like,
well, you don't have to be nurses per se. They're the tech experts. They come in and they fix your stuff, or they do it remotely. To me, it's magic. I don't do that stuff. I take care of patients. I run an ER and I still do surgeries from time to time. So. Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Legata says, it was never stated what instruments the King and his pod group will be playing tonight. True.
Yeah.
Well, Wendy says she's got her electric violin there.
It's here. I'm not going to be on camera though because I look horrible today.
I've got my bass guitar here. So we'll be doing that. Hopefully Lenrod's coming.
Yeah, he said he was looking forward to it last week.
Yeah. And then Pudgy's here. I'm sure Pudgy's got some musical instruments to play. So, and of course, we're also going to talk about some genres that we love, some songs that we love. And I'm going to show this meme because
I'm firmly stuck in the 80s when it comes to music. I am firmly stuck in the
80s. Oh, Tim, this is magnificent, you evil bastard. You evil bastard. And Pudgy says, for safety purposes, make sure to remove any glass objects from your room or have a vacuum cleaner ready to clean up broken glass.
Yeah.
So true, Pudgy. So true. Let's see. But get this. This is what Tim sent me. And this goes with the reference in his pin.
I think we've got a boom in the chat.
Yes, I see that. I don't see where he said it, but Sylvia said it, so we must do. All right, so I love this one. Brain salad surgery.
Yeah.
Mr. Drysdale being that's awesome.
Mr. Drysdale.
Does anybody know whose song was titled Brain Salad Surgery?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
So let's see.
Brain Salad Surgery was a song from Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Ah.
Yeah. And they are my favorite band really of all time. But I'm an old progressive rock fan. What was that, Sandra? Okay. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Jethro Tull, Pink Floyd when they didn't sell out with the Wall. Those were Led Zeppelin back in the day before they sold out.
Yeah. Old Zepp.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, Heart, whenever they did that tribute for the Kennedy Center honors, that was unbelievable.
It was absolutely.
I had chills.
Yeah.
Watching those sisters perform that gave me chills.
Oh my God, yeah. And did you see the old members of Led Zeppelin? They were in
tears.
They were
shocked.
Yeah, they were. That was just.
Jimmy Page was the first one on his feet clapping when they were done.
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome.
The guy that said nobody should ever play that song was the first one on his feet to applaud them.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And they just knocked it out of the park.
I mean, a home run 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
But I think what's really amazing is though, whenever you think about the Heart version versus, the guys themselves when they performed it, it was just 4 of them doing that song and it was still amazing. And it took them an entire orchestra and 2 choirs to make it that good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad at how Anne looks now, or look.
Yeah, she's in a wheelchair, and well, they lived hard. They were rockers in the 70s too.
Yeah. Well, Nancy's still in pretty good shape.
Nancy is, but Anne is.
Anne is.
Anne has carried a lot more weight for a lot longer than Nancy did.
Yeah, but Nancy that was rather thin at the time, so I think it was some illness. Okay, all right.
I heard that when they were playing that at the Kennedy Center, and it's open, and they played that in December, and it was freezing outside when they played that, and they were playing that, and Nancy was saying her fingers were almost numb. While she was playing the song, so they were playing that song in freezing weather because Kennedy Center is open. It's not closed.
Okay. Okay, you take care, Sylvia. See you on FET stream.
Okay.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. So, let's see. So Heart was great. Heart was one of my favorite bands.
Yep.
And Heart was
I mean,
one
I
of my
liked the Eagles back from the 70s. The guys were jerks, but the songs were great.
yeah, I was not a big Eagles fan for some
I
reason.
had an uncle that listened to the Eagles all the time, and that was whenever I was a little kid. So
Ah,
I heard them a lot, and I liked them. But I found out later on what jerks they actually were to each other.
true. Um, and then I went. Let's see. When I went into military, it was all like Van Halen sticks.
Yeah.
People in the barracks had those Van Halen and sticks.
Yep.
We actually had a musicians in our barracks who actually would do a band. They played at the NCO club. Yeah, but the thing is the singer had a read off of cards. I'm like, don't you rehearse?
What's that?
We don't need no stinking practice. We don't need no.
If I practiced, I'd know how to play the violin.
Yeah. Or I'd know how to play the bass. I know how to play the drums. I know
how to play the clarinet and I know how to play the piano, but I gotta tell you, my biggest problem with the violin that I've discovered is, I've done surgery for many years and stuff, but my hands don't hold that bow for very long because I do have arthritis in both hands. And it's very bad in both of my thumbs. My left thumb, where it meets up with the hand, that joint is so worn out that my thumb slips out of socket.
Ouch!
And I have to pull on it to put it back in socket. I do it all the time, multiple times a day. It happens all the time.
Oh, I say that.
Dr. R thinks it's funny because it doesn't even. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt anymore. I yank on it, it pops, and then I go back to work, and he just kind of chuckles.
Yeah, and just remember,
most people dislocate a finger, and they're like, "Bah!" But the joint is so worn out, it doesn't even really hurt. It's just uncomfortable on the ligaments.
Yeah, and just remember that cracking your knuckles does not do anything except make noise.
Yeah, it's just versus sax breaking.
Yeah, it's just a myth.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, Pudgy, I've got you the link. Come on up. We need to hear your singing. Snorter Pooper says, when I was a cub, rock music was played with real rocks. True. All right. And since he said that, I'm going to say our first music joke. Okay. 2 windmills were standing in a field. One asked the other, what kind of music do you like? The other one says, I'm a big metal fan.
Oh my God.
And thus it begins. And thus it begins. Oh,
I'm not sure if you deserve eclairs for that.
No, I'm gonna probably meander to the pit. Oh,
you ought to at least hang your feet over the edge.
Oh, I've been
dang.
Yeah, he declared me to the cage. Let's see. He said to the cage. Huh? All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. All right. Thus, I am heading to the cage. There. I'm in the cage. You happy? All right. So, Oh, Agent Pepsi 1 is here. Agent
Hey, Pepsi one.
1. Agent Pepsi 1. They've given her a number and taken away her name. She says, joining you, perhaps not from the center of the earth, but from my recliner. And welcome, Agent Pepsi 1. Come on up. We know you love music. We can talk about your favorite genres. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I actually know how to play this song too on the bass. I wanna be Sledgehammer. I've actually seen some YouTube videos of Peter Gabriel playing, and he's still making some moves. He's still doing some moves. And Tony Lemon's bass is awesome.
I don't really know much about him. I was more into the rock scene.
So Agent Pepsi
I know
1,
the song.
yeah. Agent Pepsi 1 says, I do, I'm trying. And oh no, Tim, no. Inagata Davida, honey. Don't you know I am loving? Boom. Boom. Oh man.
I sent you a meme of one of my favorite groups.
Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, let's Agent Pepsi 1 will back me up. That 70s rock. Thin Lizzy, Jethro Tull. Yes and yes. Yes and
Hey,
yes.
Kiss.
Oh, Kiss. Well, I'm not a big Kiss fan.
I am.
I know. Just about everybody. Bet loves Kiss. John loves Kiss.
Bet, me.
Yeah, you. Yeah. Kiss I had never really.
Well, Kiss is on the back of my couch whenever I'm on camera.
Mm-hmm.
You see my Destroyer Kiss blanket behind me.
Yeah. Oh. 70s rock, and so did 80s rock. Yes. Yeah. Oh, damn. Can you play some Barbara Streisand for Agent Pepsi 1? No. Let's see. If you want to shut down the stream, play some Yoko Ono. That's that is one singer that should not sing. Okay. My ex loved Inagata Davida. Me, I'm like,
Yeah.
meh, yeah. How about Hendrix? Oh, he was a guitar maniac.
Well, I was born in 1970, so I really don't know a lot of Hendrix.
Oh. Yeah.
Or Joplin. They both died whenever I was very, very, very young. If I was even born. I don't even know when Hendrix died.
No, Hendrix. Oh, let me find out. Now that you've got me a he died in 70.
Yeah. Yeah, I was only a few months old. I'm born in March. He died in September, right? I looked it up too.
Let's see.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. Bob Dylan said, Bob Dylan wrote All Along the Watchtower, and he said that Hendrix's version was the best.
Yeah, and then my family listened to country western music.
Mm.
My parents loved the Oak Ridge Boys, Dolly Parton. Now, don't get me
Ah,
wrong, they were talented. Alabama.
ah.
What else?
Fez!
Did I say Kenny
Hello.
Rogers? They
Hello,
played a lot
Fez.
of Kenny Rogers.
Ah,
But then he
Hi
won
there.
all the. Hey, though. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. You were saying.
yeah.
Yeah, my parents, they listened to, like, the hardest thing they ever listened to was, what's his name? Hank Williams Jr. or Charlie
Yeah.
Daniels. To them, that was heavy metal music.
Hmm.
So I didn't get a lot of Hendrix and a lot of that older stuff when I was a young kid because of that. But like my uncles all listened to rock music. So I heard a lot of 70s rock music, but not a lot of Hendrix
ah,
or Joplin or stuff like that.
ah.
Like
Sandra
I said,
can't. Go ahead.
one uncle was into Eagles, another one was into Kiss.
Ah. Sandra says, I can't stand rap or twangy country.
I can't. I just can't.
I
And
can't.
I love other genres. I really do. Classical music. I love going and listening to the orchestras.
Mhm.
Oh, I just love the orchestra concerts. But
Yeah.
yeah. Too twangy is too painful.
Yeah. I will say this. I am like you guys. I don't like country western, but I blame Doomcock for this. With his song Green Dildos in the sky. And it got me.
What? I don't think I've heard. Is this one of his newer ones?
Yeah, it's
from Ghost Riders in the Sky.
yes. And
Okay.
so that got me interested in it. So I can actually play Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Awesome.
The only.
Yeah, my parents listened to Johnny Cash, but that's what it was. I mean, my mom like freaked out the first time she saw Kiss. Whenever I asked her for an album, whenever I was like 4 or 5 years old. And she got mad at my uncle for playing it for me and getting me interested in it.
Agent Pepsi 1 says Hendrix took a German sleeping pill. He was supposed to cut it in half. Then he was drunk too. Doctor said it stopped his heart.
Well,
It'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them had those kind of problems, and it's so sad that people with so much talent
Yeah, that's true.
struggle so hard.
Let's see. Marcelo says Kiss was what every rocker in the 70s wished they were, except for Queen. All hail Freddie.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Fat bottom girls. Fat bottom girls, they make the rockin' world go on.
I got to agree with Wendy that classical music is really great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love classical
I'm partial to Mussorgsky and Dvorak. I believe it's Dvorak's Serenade for Strings is one of my favorites for driving in winter because it calms me down.
Well, one of my favorite songs is Midnight Sonata.
Yes.
Ooh.
Whenever I've had a really rough day and I go and get in the jacuzzi at night, I just put that on my radio. I still have it on a cassette, dear God.
Yeah.
And I put it in and I just play that and just play classical piano music while I'm relaxing in a jacuzzi. And Midnight Sonata is always my favorite. It brings my heart rate down.
I can't remember who did it, but somebody came out with a version of Moonlight Sonata on bass guitar.
Oh, I saw that. That was really good. It was a German guy. He's from Germany.
Yeah.
It was so good. I was just, my mouth dropped open whenever once he got into the middle of it. Unbelievable.
Marcelo Lopez says, I forgive you, King Dolphin TV. I'm a Cuban American who loves his country music. Don't mess with my Guajiro music. Well, being your neighbor from the Caribbean, I can understand. Although I never.
Well, I mean,
really
I live in South Texas. I was born and raised in South Texas. I don't mind Tejano music.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Tejano.
Yeah.
It's just that twangy country western. My girlfriend left me and my dog died music.
Yeah.
Folks,
Well, that's the thing, Wendy. You remember back in the 80s, they said all the heavy metal albums played satanic messages backwards?
Yes.
yes.
You know what you get when you play country western backwards? You get your girlfriend, your dog, your beer, your house.
Agent Pepsi 1 says, folks, just a word. There is an alternative universe where Kiss was country and western band.
Oh, that's scary.
Yes, there is. It was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno when what's his name did Thunder Road.
Yeah.
Very popular in the 90s. Garth Brooks did Hard Luck Woman, and Kiss was there to back him up.
Well, remember the blues.
FK Tim says that, yeah, and I have no problem with you. Like, my son loves country music. My brother loves country music. You know, whenever I'm around them, I listen to country music.
Oh, Agent Pepsi 1. Are you just not feeling good, or? So, well, if you don't feel like coming on up, you don't have to. Let's see. All right. Yeah, put an AP1 out there. Also an SF, because Sandra's still on rehab.
Get well soon.
Oh, no.
Agent Pepsi 1 and Sandra.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, damn.
drop
A
it.
bird just crashed into the window of my living room.
They do that all the time at my place.
We have tinted windows and everything. And I even have things on them that make them stop. Man, that was a white lean.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Ouch. Okay. Meanwhile, I am waiting on Tim's memes. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. One other great thing about Cuba is that's where Rudy Sarzo come from, the bass player for Quiet Riot, Whitesnake, and many others. Ozzy.
Oh, okay.
And really one of the finest bass players around. So, you know, hail Cuban musicians.
Yep.
All right. We got memes from Tim. Okay. Yoko Ono visited the Enterprise.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. Good old Patty Stew.
Yeah.
How to summon Bach. Has been dead for centuries. Still a better musician than you.
Yes.
Sorry, we set the bar so high. Paul looks stoned on that picture.
Yeah,
Well, it probably was.
probably.
Real music doesn't go out of style in 3 months.
That's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, must be Abbey Road.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, Mardi Gras at Texas A&M. Oh,
My son graduated from A&M.
Tim. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if my son did something like that. except Moonbum.
All right. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. The one, the only, Pudgy!
Hey,
Pudgy!
Pudgy.
It's Mr. Raymond time. 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 It's Mr. Raymond time on King Dolphin TV. Hooray! Hi, Mr.
Yeah.
Raymond. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Fez.
Hi
Hey,
there.
Pudgy!
Hugs to
Yay.
Pudgy.
Fez,
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Fez, take a look in the private chat. Pudgy sent you something.
Oh, let me see.
Pudgy, it is so good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Mr. Raymond. Yay!
Yay. Especially for music night.
Music
Yup,
night.
Uh-oh. Feedback.
Oh, no.
Feedback.
No, not the. Let's see.
Oops.
Let's see.
Ah,
Agent Pepsi 1 clunked out at Friday Night Frolic for nearly 12 hours after talking to my sweetie, then dozing off and on today in my recliner. I have zero energy. Oi. That is.
I was asleep before Friday Night Frolics even started last night. I was so tired.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Uh,
definitely been a sleepy sort of couple of days. Even Pudgy's been taking lots of naps.
yeah. Well, yeah. But
Of course,
Snorter-
you know the reason why, Mr. Raymond, is because typical Pennsylvania spring has happened again. So it's like, okay, it's sunny, then gray, gloomy, and the sun
Uh,
doesn't come out for days, and
yeah.
and it's like 32 degrees at night or 29, and Pudgy's like, Pudgy doesn't want to put any wood in the wood stove, but Pudgy has to put wood in the wood stove because Pudgy's home is too cold, and then Pudgy gets the wood stove going, and then it gets all nice and warm, and then the temperature goes back up, and Pudgy's like, Pudgy's hot, open the windows. The bunnies are like, what? It doesn't make any sense, Pudgy. And Pudgy's like, you know who's behind the typical Pennsylvania spring? Because it gets real warm, it gets sunny, and everyone's like, boy, it's time to play. And then it's like cold. You know, and the one day it was rain and ice. That was that happened a week ago. Pudgy went outside to go get some firewood for the wood stove, and then it's like, okay, it's just raining, and then pow, Pudgy starts getting pelted in Pudgy's head with ice. So Pudgy's like, okay, go back inside, get the mining helmet, go back outside, ding, 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 and the chipmunks are like, what? Who turned on the alarm clock? And it's just Pudgy walking around, with ice pellets bouncing off of Pudgy's helmet as Pudgy's trying to get the firewood. And of course, now all the wood's wet, so Pudgy's got to put it into a little box, and let the wood dry out. So that means, Pudgy didn't have any wood to burn in the wood stove, but that's okay because the one day here in Friendship Town, we found something neat that we can use it in the campfires, and the big bonfire that we put in the middle of town, whenever we're doing parties. We found the 1987 tax manual from one of the houses. It was like 15 books. It was because some accountant guy used to have it. So we just put, we put subsection 4 deductions in oil and natural gas leases, and then just get that going, and that book burns for a good couple hours. And Pud's like, wow, and the bunnies are like, what happens if we open the book? And Pudgy's like, well, there was that one part in Raiders of the Lost Ark whenever the bad German people opened the box, and then at first angels started coming out, and then demons started coming out, and then all the faces melted, and they all turned into Pizza the Hut. Pizza the Hut, and then Rick Moranis shows up and says, I told you to shoot across your bow, not across your nose, not up it. And then the guy says, I'm doing my best, sir. And he's cross-eyed. And that's the reason why you should follow and subscribe Mr. Raymond on King Dolphin TV for more interesting facts.
Awesome. Awesome. Snorter Pooper says to Agent Pepsi 1, you're becoming a bear. Hey, it could be anyone this week. We are all becoming bears because we are napping too much. All right. Well.
Yep. I took care of that, Pudgy.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to, since we don't know how long Agent Pepsi 1 is going to be here, I'm going to sing her. Yeah, yeah, Fez. That's probably about how it's going to sound.
Yeah, everybody, turn down the volume on your headset.
I'm going to sing Agent Pepsi's song since she's not going to come on up because she's exhausted. Let's see.
Wait. Shouldn't we refrain from making loud noises? That way she can just be sleepy time in the chair.
I don't know. She wants to hear it. She wants to hear it.
Okay. All right,
She's
everybody.
got a weird sense of humor.
Yeah, true. All right, let's see.
That her husband, Pepsi 1 in the background, is like, yes, occupy her.
Well, I think Flying Pepsi, Mr. Agent Pepsi 1 is on a trip. So, okay, to the tune of Secret Agent Man.
Hopefully he's nowhere near Henderson, Nevada. For some reason, Mr. Raymond keeps getting shot down over that town.
So true. So true. Snort covers the fuzzy ears, and singing will be good. Okay, to the tune of Secret Agent Man. Dun, 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 dun. There's a teacher who lives a life of danger. To every brat she meets, she stays a stranger. With every class she makes, another chance she takes. Odds are they won't live to see tomorrow. Agent Pepsi 1, Agent Pepsi 1. They've given her a number and taken away her name. Beware of her pretty face that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Oh, so true. Be careful what you say, or you'll give yourself away. Odds are they won't live to see tomorrow. Agent Pepsi 1, Agent Pepsi 1. They've given her a number and taken away her name. Agent Pepsi 1, Agent Pepsi 1. They've given her a number and taken away her name. Swinging on the Vegas strips one day, and then shopping at Macy's the next day. Oh no, the brats will slip while you're speaking from your lips. The odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Agent Pepsi 1, Agent Pepsi 1. They've given her a number and taken away her name. Agent Pepsi 1, Agent Pepsi 1. They've given her a number and taken away her name. All right. Agent Pepsi 1 song.
Could you hear the violin at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It needs
okay.
the amp.
Oh gosh. You guys are harsh. Let's see.
1 amp coming up.
Folks, you are all too well hard on Raymond. He actually sings much better than I do. Thank you, Agent Pepsi 1. Rim shot. Sounds like she enjoyed it. Snort says, I feel icky sicky now for some reason. I ordered Dipsy to make a hot chocolate for what's this? What's this?
Chorus lyrics so you can follow the bouncing eraser next time.
I ordered Dipsy to make a hot chocolate for me. She just looked at me. Pudgy says, mandatory Raymond singing number in progress. And she says, thank you, King Dolphin TV. You are most welcome. You are you are most welcome, Agent Pepsi One. Biloxi strip one day. Vegas is overrated. Oh, I hate, I liked Vegas, but I liked Vegas when it was my second home when I was a flight attendant for the former Spirit Airlines, rest in peace. But going there on leisure and having to pay those resort fees really sucked. Those really suck.
Yeah, Pudgy's been watching videos about Las Vegas, and apparently the fees are like 5 times as bad now.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Pudgy says, don't like the singing? $100 super chat will stop that. Yeah. Hey, we can do that. We can do that. FKHC says, oh, I wish I was deaf now like Beethoven right now after that so-called singing. Yep, it went bankrupt after 34 years, and I'm still salty.
Yeah, and another issue with the whole Spirit thing. So Pudgy was watching a news story, and apparently the next air carrier that was sort of like Spirit that was doing the discount stuff is something called Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
And so wherever Frontier operates, they are getting blitzed by all sorts of Spirit customers because that's the next lowest cost of the air carriers. Now Frontier is saying that they can't handle the volume because it used to be like, oh, okay, yeah, we're selling stuff. It's like, to go from New York State to Dubuque, Iowa, and then all of a sudden it's like, we gotta go to Dubuque, Iowa, because people can't go to Myrtle Beach anymore or Atlantic City, so they're like, it's time to go to Dubuque. And then all the Dubuque people are like, well, what? Why are there all these people from New York City showing up here? And then they're like, well, it's because Spirit Airlines is closed. They can't go to Myrtle Beach anymore. So they're coming to Dubuque. And we got to go to Ethel's Pie Shop. And then Ethel's like, she's in her 90s. She makes good pies, but the problem is she makes good pies for Dubuque, Iowa, not 1,000 people are showing up a day from New York City, and they keep asking for something called quinoa, and she's like, I don't know what that is. I think we feed it to the cows, and the cows feed that stuff to us. We want the good stuff.
Yeah,
give it to the New Yorkers.
Yep, Agent Pepsi One, so true. Let's see. Agent Pepsi One says in Biloxi there are several casino hotels that advertise no resort fees. Road trip to Biloxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Mr. Pepsi One is like, why are there all these crazy people coming in from Pennsylvania and West Virginia? And why are all the directions go to Agent Pepsi One's house, make a left, and then go to the resort?
One day.
How do we opt out from the PPS Pudgy positioning system? Well, Mr. Pepsi One, it's real easy. First, you have to send Pudgy a letter, but here's the problem. The Postal Service is hit or miss sometimes, so basically you got to give it to a Cardinal, and then the Cardinal flies into a Blue Jay, and the Blue Jay fights with the Cardinal, and like, I'm not going to Kentucky, and then they switch it over to a Sparrow, and the Sparrow's like, I don't want to go to West Virginia, and then they have to explain that Pennsylvania is above West Virginia. It's not But here's the other problem. There's two parts of West Virginia. There's West Virginia and eastern West Virginia. That little part that sticks out, like a finger, and
Like the middle finger.
yeah. West Virginia, and the reason why there is a West Virginia is because they wanted to give a finger to normal Virginia, so that's why they shaped the state like that. So every year, whenever people from Virginia are trying to get to Gettysburg, they're like, "We gotta go through the finger," and there's all these West Virginia gas stations, like
There you go.
Woo!
yeah,
Flipping,
since
West-
1863.
yep, flipping off the rest of the country since 1863.
Yep. There you go.
Slaughter Pooper says free flights to Pahrump, Nevada. You know what's in
Just as long as we don't go through Henderson, because the pod has problems in Henderson.
Yes.
Well, Frontier is down in aircraft today, so
Oh.
that might be a little rougher. Apparently,
Ah.
somebody walked across the runway last night whenever they were trying to take off and hit them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just read that to Sandra this morning at Denver. Yeah.
Apparently,
did
the
it-
guy
did they
ended up
live?
in the engine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The person that was hit got into the engine and
Yep.
started
Ah,
an
gee.
engine fire.
Mm.
I would assume he is no more,
No,
Probably
he
not.
is no more.
which is to say he is an ex-person.
Yeah. Let's see.
I see.
Chris, the reason why he climbed into the engine, because he was going after that gremlin.
Ah.
Good point.
Yeah,
And
it was
apparently he broke
Shatner.
in. He breached the perimeter of the airport from the outside over a fence and just ran across the runway with that jet getting ready to take off.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yep.
And for some reason, he spoke like this.
Love it.
Agent Pepsi One says, Peggy, what it really is, there are fewer seats now, so the cost will be higher. Yep.
Yeah, that's very true, Agent Pepsi One, because Spirit and Frontier and JetBlue and all of them, they were a way to lower the cost, and they were going to places that were popular, but not necessarily not necessarily that busy so much. Although the flights to Orlando were the big thing. Of course, Pudgy was watching the video way back when. Back in the 80s, Disney said, you know what would be a really good idea is if we gave a whole bunch of free services. Like there was a free shuttle bus that went from Orlando Airport to the park. As long as you were you had booked a stay in one of the Disney hotels. So that was a perk. Everyone loved the perk. Everyone knew that if you went to Orlando Airport, you could get on the bus and go to the park, and then and then all the money that you would save from the taxi cab could go towards one pretzel in the park, because because food down there is absolutely crazy. And speaking of food, they are going to get rid of the Dole Whip.
The what?
It is the number one reason why people go to Disney World. It's the Dole fruit juice ice cream dessert thing. There are lines where people will stand for 2 to 3 hours for these Dole Whips, and there's all these recipes online that try to make your own Dole Whips at home, because it's so popular and so beloved. And Disney said, you know what? We're going to get rid of it because it is a labor-intensive process to make this stuff. Hello, Disney. You've got a big commercial kitchen in the back. They got one production facility just making these things all day long, 24/7. That's how popular they are. It would be like, if you go to a baseball game and the game said, we're not going to sell any hot dogs.
Oh.
We're not going to sell any popcorn. We're just going to give everyone. We're just going to give everyone pickles. And now there's going to be a lot of people that like pickles, but at the same time, there's going to be a whole lot of people saying, I want a hot dog, I want popcorn. And they're like, well, we don't serve that here. And, and that would be 100% dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so Disney, they get rid of the Dole Whip. They got rid of the free bus service. So people are now have to spend all this extra money to go do things. Yeah, and Universal is like, hey, you want a free shuttle service to our park instead? So Universal did that. Yeah. Then there's Nintendo Land. Pudgy wants to go to Nintendo Land, but Cobalt said it's too far to fly. And the main reason why is because they have French onion soup served in warp pipes.
In what?
It's a warp pipe from Super Mario Brothers, but it's a cup for the soup. So it's French onion soup, the toasty part on top with the cheesy stuff that's all broiled up on top, and it's all bubbly and crispy and And Pudgy's like, we gotta go down to Orlando. Pudgy needs French onion soup and the warp pipe. And Cobalt's like, I can make you French onion soup, but it's not gonna be in the warp pipe, Cobalt. And Cobalt's like, oh. So now Cobalt's trying to make a warp pipe ceramic. But it's not gonna be the same, Cobalt. Pudgy wants to go and get the go down there, and then the other fun stuff is get the butter beer, and now Pudgy's hungry. And back to Mr. Raymond, go.
Let's see. Trike saw a bunny. They were staring at each other till I opened the door. It ran between the fence and the gate. Trike went in a different direction and couldn't find him. Trike.
Way to go, Trike.
Yeah. All right. So back to music. First, let's start with a music joke. I used to be in a band called Sold Out. Our gig posters looked great, but no one ever came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, my music is all over the place. Besides prog rock I started growing up with, but then the 80s got into the 80s music. My metal actually started recently, but I like jazz and blues.
I don't mind jazz.
Mr. Raymond got to the 80s and then is like, okay, it's time for the heaviest of heavy metal bands, Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that big stink about Jethro Tull winning metal band in the Grammys.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Jethro Tull is perfectly fine. He's a good musician, but it's like, hello, he's not heavy metal. He has a flute.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like if Pudgy had, won country band of the year because Pudgy had a kazoo. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Pudgy, what's your favorite music?
Polka.
Polka.
Oh, you got to come up to DuPont.
Oh, boy.
Between Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, we had a lot of polka bands up here. Stanky and the Coal Miners is from up this way.
We had a TV show on Sunday afternoon.
Was it the Big Joe Polka Show?
No, it was called Polka Varieties.
Yep.
And they played polka on Sunday afternoons. And then we had a talent show called the Gene Carroll Show.
Mm-hmm.
So we had that on when I was a kid. All right.
Yeah. And we had the
I've always
Pennsylvania
thought that
polka.
Tejano, the Tejano and the polka, you get that same beat. They both got that same beat. They're just in different octaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tis true.
When I was also growing up, we were listening to Puerto Rican music, and the beats were good, but not being able to listen to to understand Spanish makes you lose the
Oh,
translation.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Not all of those songs translate into English very well.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
But then blues music, depending where you go with it, can be really great.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Robert Cray is one that I liked a lot back in the 90s and late 80s. Of course, Howlin' Wolf, B.B. King.
Muddy Waters.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but you
get
gotta get a
into-
filter to clear that up, Mr. Raymond.
What's Yes.
That was good, Pudgy. That was
Yes.
Yeah, pro
Yes.
tip, everyone. It's not safe to drink muddy waters. First, you gotta filter it, then you gotta boil it, and then sometimes you have to filter it again. And then you have to remind the bunny rabbits, do not drink the boiling water. It's gonna burn your tongue. And it's like,
Snortapoopa says, can Pudgy play the accordion?
Yeah, Pudgy's asked for an accordion, but the big problem is nobody knows how to make it.
Ah.
But the best part about polka music is Pudgy can bounce. And oompa, 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 oompa.
Yeah. Well, if Cobalt can build a spaceship, I'm sure he can do an accordion. If
That's
he
true.
has the time.
That was back when he was a human and had fingers. Now he's got claws.
Yes, that's true.
But not
Well,
to
he
worry.
could explain it. He could explain it to the bunnies, and they could. No, never mind.
Do you really want bunnies to have access to bellow technology?
No, that could be dangerous.
Yeah,
And hello,
you could end up
Jason
with
Love.
a nuclear weapon.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hello, Jason Love. He said, as soon as I log him in the list, now that I got a proper, he says, Muddy Waters reminds me of my last visit to the head. Oh. And
Well, you know that means, Jason, you had a crappy day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Let's see.
Hey, have you
Now,
ever
Rick-
wondered where the TARDIS's bathroom flushes to?
Where?
Red Dwarf.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
More memes from Tim. Memes.
Memes.
If you were forced to watch this as a child, you may be entitled to compensation.
Oh, yeah.
And a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, the last time I saw my grandmother alive was when she was really deep into the Alzheimer's, and she was arguing with Lawrence Welk on the television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, we used to watch that all the time.
My grandma watched it all the time.
Yeah.
Show canceled by the network, claiming older demographics. Goes into syndication, kicks network's ass in ratings.
It does.
Yeah.
Lawrence
I have
Welk
an
is
older
still on
couple
the
here that neighbors that are in their 80s, and they are watching syndicated that show in syndication.
Yeah.
I've gone
Yeah,
over there
it is.
before and it's on. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
you know what show used to be in syndication, but they took it away, and it was awesome then, and it's still awesome now.
What?
What's that?
Hmm.
Hee-haw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. With the Hager brothers.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. And let's
Ever
see.
since they released that DVD set of Hee-haw, that they took it off the air because obviously they want you to buy the DVD set, and now now that there's no power, the DVD players won't work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a way you could do. You could fix it, Pudgy. Just get
Yeah,
get a treadmill, hire a bunch of hamsters, connect the treadmill to the power supply, There you go. Problem solved.
Yep.
He's pondering that. Okay. Don't tell me about your childhood problems.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Lawrence Welk and the Champagne Singers with the bubble machine.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
When One Toke Over the Line is sung on your show and you realize it's not a spiritual song after all.
Yeah.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. One toke over the line. All right, great memes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he's here.
Hey.
Hey,
Paul.
what's going
Hey,
on?
brother man.
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going all right, man. Sorry, there I go again, calling ladies man. I gotta stop that. I'm trying to cut that out.
I've been called worse.
No. Hey, what kind of music we talking here? What kind of music?
All sorts, all kinds.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very
We
We
nice.
just did Lawrence Welk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome to the King Dolphin Polka Hour.
Oh.
Yeah, we were just
Okay, maybe I'll come back later.
Pudgy, just kidding.
Yeah.
You need a background with some bubbles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I had this morning, whenever I went to go pick up my grocery order at curbside, I had Metallica cranked.
Oh,
Nice.
what song?
And
With bubbles.
Enter Sandman.
Oh, you must, as you must.
I must.
Yeah.
And even the guy that was putting the stuff in the back of my Jeep, he was starting to bang his head. He's like, man, this is so bad. He's a young guy. He's like in his early 20s, and he was like starting to bang his head. He's like, yeah,
Well,
that's right. Grandma likes to rock.
Yeah.
Well, one day.
Cool.
Before Pudgy came on the Mr. Raymond show, Pudgy was listening to. It was an AI cover of Enter Sandman, but they remixed it like Marilyn Manson. And Pudgy's like,
Why?
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
Why?
it sounded good. They made it like black metal, and Pudgy's like, whoa, this is interesting. And Cobalt's behind the scenes here listening to it as well. It's like, hey, look. There's something called 95 BPM heavy metal, and it went on for an hour and a half. Cobalt's still up in the tree right now listening to it, and pushing buttons, and it's like sweet dreams are made of cheese. And Pudgy's like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right, Cobalt. And Cobalt's like, it doesn't. Oh, and Mr. Fez has cheese in the can.
Yep.
The stuff that
Hopefully
survives a
it's
nuclear
empty.
explosion.
Only problem with what you said there, Pudgy, is the fact that if it sounded like Marilyn Manson, it couldn't possibly be good.
Yeah.
Well, there's some stuff that Marilyn Manson does that's sort of okay, but then but see, here's the thing.
Well, can you actually make Marilyn Manson gets better if you mix him with Metallica?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. Marilyn Manson, 2 hours in a row, it's like, okay, this is stupid. Pudgy needs to go outside. Pudgy's depressed. Pudgy doesn't know why God's a woman. It doesn't make any sense. And then Pudgy turns on the polka music, and the bunny rabbit's like, "Oh, thank goodness you turned off the Marilyn Manson."
Wendy.
And then Pudgy pushes another button, and Ministry starts playing, and it's just one fix, and Jesus built Pudgy's hot rod, and Pudgy doesn't know why, but it goes really fast now, and onto the Mr. Fetch show.
Yeah. Okay. What were you going to say?
Wendy, I just have to say, though, that if you add Metallica to Marilyn Manson, that reminds me of the great Roddy Piper, a quote that he said in the great movie They Live. That's like pouring perfume on a pig.
Oh,
That's a good movie. Pudgy loves They Live.
Yep.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Pudgy's here to chew bubble gum and kick butt, and Pudgy's all out of bubble gum.
So, Fat, I am so glad you're here, but to enjoy the music talk here.
Yeah, I had to. When I saw it was music, I had to set some time aside. I'm very busy. This is just FYI, folks out there. If you know about the video, wink, wink. If you know about the video, tomorrow is the deadline, folks. I'd like to have it wrapped up by tomorrow night and off by Monday. So just putting a word out there.
Okay.
But, so I'll be kind of busy with that. Kind of busy getting stuff ready for the show later. But
Well,
yeah, got to talk music. Always want to talk music.
always. gotta talk
Mr.
music.
Fat Punchy doesn't want to go to Dallas.
To Dallas?
Yeah, you got a
Was it
trip to go,
Austin?
to go meet some lady named Deborah.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That's
Or
for.
are you-
Don't touch Deborah in Dallas. Just
We'll
don't do it.
reserve that one for Fed
Oh.
After Dark.
Yeah.
Or are you talking a
Okay.
different video?
Okay.
A birthday video, Pudgy. A birthday video.
So that's
Oh,
the one. That's the one where you have the speedo.
Maybe. Maybe I do.
Okay.
Maybe I do.
Time for our commercial break here. Public service announcement. This is for 18 plus only, or else.
Does that mean I'm allowed to curse?
Oh yeah.
Fudge yeah. And that's what happens when you pull Snortopopus's paw.
I'm curious. What happens if you say kaboom? Do the same rules apply? Kaboom?
Oh, I think they would.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Fett, you know, I've got me, I don't know how to play it with it down, but I've got me an electric violin now.
Oh, very nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
I saw a
Mr.
video.
Raymond.
I saw there's a woman plays an electric violin, and I just recently saw her do the solo for Crazy Train.
Oh
on
yeah.
the thing. So there you go,
was
Wendy. There's a
that,
goal. Then
that's
one
the
of these
one-
days
Yeah,
we'll have to jam together one of these days and do like a duet, like a shredette.
that's
Yeah.
right. But I can shred
Yeah.
and make a lot of screechy noises with it for sure.
Well, that's what I do.
All right.
What the heck is
That's
going
why you
on?
shred, because when you mess up, nobody knows.
Shaboom,
That's right.
shaboom.
Shaboom,
Shaboom, shaboom.
Ah, no.
Shaboom.
Yeah, it was a bucket list item. Yeah.
Oh,
But now that I'm over 50, I had to make a bucket list. And one of the things on my bucket list was wanting to say that I've at least held a violin, but I was like, a real violin? I'd probably break it. So I thought, oh no, they've got electric violins. I want to get me one of those. And so for my birthday, my uncle, who plays in a symphony orchestra, bought me one for my birthday.
Mm.
You know, back in high school, when I was in high school, many decades ago, Whitesnake came out with the video for Still of the Night. And in that particular video, during the guitar solo, Adrian Vandenberg used a violin bow on the guitar.
Yep.
I remember that. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And well, in the video, it was all movie magic. But so I went to school with the girl. She was a metalhead too, and she played violin in the band. So she had no rest until she loaned me her bow. You know,
Yeah.
and I attempted it, and I felt so bad when I busted a bunch of the horsehair on a thing.
Yeah.
Trying to attempt that because
Yeah.
that's not really how they played that. That wasn't even him playing. That was John Sykes that played that guitar solo on that album there. Yeah.
Yep.
No bow was used in the fabrication of that song, but to this day I still kind of feel bad about that. Ruined her bow for her.
Whenever I first got the violin, I immediately broke 3 E strings.
Whoa.
I had to go to the music shop. I'm like, how many E strings do you have available on their own? And he's like, I have 10. I'm like, I'll take 4.
Yeah.
Dang, how do you break a string on a
It's
violin?
the very, very tiny, fine string on a violin. The E string is very tiny.
That's what I always
Yeah.
go through on the guitar. I used to always have to buy a couple of packs of strings and many, many extra E strings.
Yeah.
High E
Mm.
strings, yeah.
Yeah.
Always breaking up things.
I don't know if you'll be
E
able to
string?
hear it, but I'll let you hear the E string if you can hear
Yeah.
it.
Okay, go ahead.
I hear it.
I hear it.
That's an
Yep.
E string.
And Pudgy's squirrels are probably just exploding.
And you have your A and your D and your G.
You know, I remember, I think I told this story before, but when I was first learning how to play guitar, I couldn't remember the names of the strings. And a buddy of mine, same age, we were just young kids at the time, invented this code for remembering them. And since this is King Dolphin 18 plus, I'm about to say it.
Go
Because
ahead.
it still
Okay.
sticks with me to this day. So to remember the 6 strings on a regular 6-string guitar, just always remember, eat a dead girl before evening. And there.
Oh my
are your
God.
strings.
Mhm.
Abbreviations. But yeah, I think that's every guitar player's dilemma. The you break the high E string and the G string always goes out of tune. The G
Yeah.
string is always out of tune.
Always.
Yep.
Especially if you're doing unison bends.
Or dive bombing with the whammy bar.
Yeah.
That's where a locking tuner is invaluable.
Yes, it is.
Or if a lady bends just the right way.
No, they never seem to break then, do they? Darn it.
No.
Like when you want them to break. No.
Pudgy says, breaking glass warning.
Yeah.
Enter Steve Austin.
So Fett is a metalhead since way back when.
Who says?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, you yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we've been establishing lately that I do like some other things, but primarily metal. Yeah, metal is my weapon of choice
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
You know,
Yes.
what's a really good song, Mr. Fett?
What is that, Pudgy?
Wasted Years by Iron Maiden.
Oh, dude, I love.
Oh.
Listen, I
Yeah.
love. Matter of fact, somebody just posted a Maiden meme yesterday, and I said, and I quote, "Hallowed be thy name" is quite possibly the most perfect heavy metal song written and recorded, and I will die on that hill.
Ooh.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree too.
Although going back to Wasted Years, I, unlike a lot of Maiden fans, I love Somewhere in Time, right?
Mhm.
The 2 albums, one from Maiden and one from Priest, that you're not supposed to like. Priest being Turbo Lover, the one where they all went synthesizers and stuff. I love them
Mm.
both.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, love them both.
Yeah.
Fight me,
Huh.
fight me.
Nope, not gonna fight you.
Nope, not gonna get any fights here.
Sorry, I forgot. I'm not on my channel. I forget.
Uh-oh.
So, how about anyone else on the panel? Anyone else a fan of Maiden? Anyone got a favorite Maiden song?
Oh boy.
Peace of Mind, third song. Revelation.
Okay.
I think that was
Wendy,
it.
got
It
one?
starts off with a
I
melodic
can't
bass.
remember any of them off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, Pudgy's most favorite one is Wasted Years, you know, because it goes on for a long time. There's a crazy guitar solo in it, you know, because Cobalt has a bunch of Iron Maiden CDs.
Well, you know, of course, I love all the big ones, you know, Run to the Hills, Trooper, you know, songs like that. But
Yeah.
there's some, you know, I really, really dig this song, Somewhere in Time. I really do.
Mhm.
I've got a major appreciation for Stranger in a Strange Land was a song I never liked back in the day, but I love it now. It has like a disco hi-hat during the bridge that should not fit the song, but it totally does. Nico McBrain, very underrated drummer in the world of drummers. I mean, you know, we all know him in the metal community, but when you see these lists of drummers, Nico's never on it, and he should be.
Yeah,
I'm offended by
he's the Neil Peart of heavy metal.
Agreed. I'm offended by his lack of representation on these lists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and Greg Bissonette, 2 of the most underrated drummers ever.
I'll tell you what, another great Maiden song, Wicker Man. Wicker Man.
Yeah, Yeah, that's another good one. Pudgy also likes Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one. I like that one.
Alexander the
What
Great.
about the one where he's in jail getting ready to? He's in death row. I forgot the name of that song, but I love that one.
Fear of the Dark? Or no,
Who's
that's not it.
Who's in death row? Eddie?
Hallowed be thy name.
That one. Yeah, Hallowed be
Yeah.
mine. I like that one.
Well, yes, one of my favorite, not only Maiden songs, but metal songs of all time.
Mhm.
And just if you guys missed it, because I talked a couple of streams ago about Maiden finally getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And I got my wish. They can't make it. They're not going.
That was
Yeah.
funny. I
I love
remember
that.
reading that.
Yes.
I
That
love
was
that.
hilarious.
Yes, they were always high on my list of favorite metal bands. They may be my favorite now, just for
Yeah.
because I have to say I was even a little disappointed that Kiss showed up.
Well, I mean, they were halfway around the world on a tour, but you know,
Yeah. Well,
I wouldn't cancel my tour to go there anyway.
No,
Oh, I wouldn't either. That's I'm just I was talking to FKHC and we were over there saying that Emerson, Lake and Palmer has been long overdue to be on the Hall of Shame. Them
Yeah.
and Jethro Tull.
yeah.
They they have yet to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My
yeah.
my grandkids are gonna be here in a few minutes.
Okay, well,
Ah.
thanks for being here,
Sorry,
Wendy.
guys. Yeah.
And thanks for playing your thanks for playing your
letting you
violin.
letting you listen to my violin screech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey.
guys, I gotta go.
Wendy, nice
All right.
talking to you. But if you can,
Bye,
real quick
Wendy.
before you go, Wendy, before you go, what's your favorite song of all time?
I'm gonna have to go with Crazy Train.
Crazy Train.
Yeah,
I
I
can
love that
Solid
song.
choice.
I can back that up.
Yep.
Nice choice.
Love
done.
Crazy. I listen to it all the time.
Well done.
I have for many, many, many years, and it's still always at the top of my list.
I like you even more than I
The
did. a minute ago.
Randy Rhoads was amazing.
Yes.
No lie detected.
Mm.
What an
All right.
what an amazing musician he was, and it was such a shame that we
Yeah.
didn't get him for longer.
Agreed.
And
But
an
then we did get
overall
Jake.
good guy.
We did get Jake though. My
Yeah.
boy
Yes.
Jake, Jakey Lee. So
Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. Kids are gonna
Take
be
care,
here
Wendy.
soon.
All right, bye, Wendy.
care,
Take
Bye,
care.
Wendy.
Wendy.
Love you
Take it
guys.
easy,
Mwah.
Wendy.
Love
Bye.
you. Be safe. All right.
Now, there's something that Cobalt's been listening to a lot lately, and it's really, really nifty. But the guy that sings it, you can tell at the end of that song that he basically has to fall over and take a nap afterwards. It's Devin Townsend, Deadhead.
Never heard of him.
Yo, Pudgy, you know what a song I love from Devin Townsend? And it is nothing like what he's ever really done before. Because he started out in Strapping Young Lad as I don't even know what you call that genre. It's like thrashy sort of metal. But on his own, he did a song called Call of the Void. Okay. And even the video, it's one of the most relaxing songs and videos I've ever seen and heard. So folks out there, if you have not heard Call of the Void, and I recommend watching the video from Devin Townsend, go check it out. Well, I mean,
right.
after the show, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, no. My show's after yours. Tomorrow. Check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, check it out tomorrow. Yeah, check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, Devin Townsend, he did sort of like the album that Cobalt was listening to, and it's one of those ones that you turn on and you just let it play in the background as you do stuff, and it's awesome. It was the Ziltoid Invasion. They made it into a sci-fi space opera, and it's like a mixture of heavy metal and death metal, and it's like by the end of the album, the entire band, they got their families out on the stage, and everyone's laughing and having a good time, and then you can tell we all went back into the back room, fell over, and went to sleep. And the lead singer Devin Townsend, he couldn't speak anymore. Gee, big surprise. He keeps having to go. He doesn't tour constantly because he has so much vocal cord damage from all the streaming songs.
Yeah.
But there's this one part in the song, where it's like 2 minutes, and Pudgy's like, Cobalt, are you listening to Devin Townsend again? And Cobalt's like, yes. Okay.
I see Jason Love is in the chat. Sorry, buddy. I would bring up King Diamond, but I don't think there are too many King Diamond and Merciful Fate fans on the panel. Oops, sorry about that.
Oh my. Agent Pepsi 1 just took her temperature 100.7, maybe 108.
Oh no.
You get some rest. Get some rest, get
Yeah.
some tea. Eat some chicken soup.
Hope you feel better, Agent Pepsi 1.
Yeah,
Pudgy,
definitely.
feel very soon.
Yep, feel better soon. Here, put an AP1 out there. That's not good. Okay. Let's see.
And that one Metallica album, they did a Merciful Fate cover. Pudgy thinks it was Garage something, and they did a really good version of that one because they did like 3 or 4 Merciful Fate songs all in one big medley, and Pudgy's like, whoa.
I like the original Garage Days revisited, the 590 ADP. They did was kind of 2 Misfit songs together on that. Brother Raymond, I don't know if you ever heard them, but they did a cover of Last Crest Green Hell on there. Yeah. Definitely love the Misfits.
Now, is it safe
Oh,
to
the
assume...
Misfits? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Misfits.
Well, if you go back and you look at old photos of Cliff Burton, not only was he always sporting the Crimson Skull, he had a tattoo.
Wow.
Is it safe to assume that Saint Anger is bad?
Yes.
No, it's terrible. It's worst of the worst. Like, I can't even listen to that.
Pudgy doesn't know what they were thinking when they did that.
I can tell you. No, I can tell you exactly what they were thinking.
Was it all Lars's fault?
Yes, it's Lars's fault because Lars thought he was going to reinvent the drums again. Because going back to Garage Days Revisited, they wanted a live sound with that, and he had that clicky bass drum sound. That was cool. I'll give him that. It was very cool. And then everybody emulated it after that. And down the road, people just started classifying him as the world's worst drummer in metal, right?
Yeah.
So he thought he was going to reinvent the snare with the sound of that snare drum on that album. But dude, I had a little toy metal drum when I was a little kid that sounded exactly like that. Like, you didn't reinvent anything. You just sounded like you're playing a child's drum set on there. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, Mr. Fat, Pudgy was watching, it was a short video, and it was some guy over in the United Kingdom, and it was a little child's piano, with buttons that you could press, and it would do default little tracks on it. And sure enough, it was Around the World by Daft Punk, and Pudgy's like, no. And someone got the little piano and they connected it to a computer, using some questionable electronic systems, and they connected it in, and all it was is they ran it through their special software, and it was like Around the World, and then there was another one where Kanye West did the cover, for a cover of Daft Punk, and all the different, Pudgy thought that they recorded him saying that to run it through the computer. No, it came from a synthesizer. It wasn't even his voice.
Wow. Hey, SB4H is here.
Hey, SB4H.
YOLO.
Hey. Ha. Lars sounds like he was drumming on Folgers coffee cans.
Exactly.
He might have been. And you know why? Because he was chock full of nuts.
Oh,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Well, people are gonna hate me. They tend to when I say this, but there are only 3 Metallica albums.
Yeah.
Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets. Period.
And then it dings in the background. Ding.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, really, now the way that YouTube Music and Spotify and Apple and all the different services are, there really aren't any albums anymore. It's just like, okay, turn on the Metallica subsection and then hit play, and then for some reason Jethro Tull plays, and Pudgy doesn't know why. Pudgy keeps pushing the button to make Jethro Tull go away, and he keeps coming back. And Pudgy, no, Pudgy doesn't want to listen to Jethro Tull. Pudgy wants to listen to that astronomy song by Metallica, and that's another good one. Because it goes real slow in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, like astronomy, and like it's fast and crazy at the end, and Pudgy's like, "Oh,
yeah."
I didn't know they did astronomy.
Yeah, it was from Garage Days. The first one that they did, astronomy. There was the Merciful Fate medley. There was they did Whiskey in a Jar.
Yeah, was Astronomy a cover of the VOC song Blue Oyster Cult?
Yeah, but they covered a whole bunch of bands in that first one, and that's the Pudgy never heard of some of the bands, and it's like, well, this is a cover of such and such, and then Pudgy listened, to the original. Is like, whoa, the original is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Agent Pepsi one. Oh yeah, Deep Purple. Smoke on the water.
I've never really been a big fan. Never been a big fan.
Well, whenever they started, they were shallow purple, then they became medium purple, and then when they hit the big time, they became deep purple.
Oh, okay.
And then there was the
Strangers. That was a good.
And then there was the spin-off band, Plum Crazy, but they got into cars.
Oh, I thought maybe it was Black and Blue, the 80s band Black and Blue. Brother John, you probably know Black and Blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
The origins of one Tommy Thayer, the Antichrist. Sorry.
Yes.
Personal opinion.
Deep Purple. Go ahead.
Mirror Universe Spaceman.
Deep Purple's cover of Help is better than the Beatles.
Well, of course, Mr. Fez was Black and Blue. That was before they gave him the knee pads for that tiling job.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. My poor knees.
What about Saxon?
Good band.
Yeah.
I was never big on Saxon back in the 80s, but their newer stuff from the last decade or so is pretty good. That's one band that got better, I think. They got heavier. I mean, the thing I think worked against them for me and a lot of folks back in the 80s was it was really about appearance, and they were kind of a bunch of dorks, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Now I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they did that song Leather and Denim.
Yep, correct.
And they didn't have the right look for the time in the 80s.
I mean, the guitar player reminded me of the Rick, what's his name from Cheap Trick. I just expected him to have Rick Nielsen. I just expected him to have like the guitar of himself, the double neck with the, I was waiting for that, in the old Saxon videos.
Yeah.
I love Dallas. I love their Dallas 3 p.m. or I think that's a Dallas 3 p.m.
Of course, you know what the bad part is, Mr. Raven? Cheap Trick due to inflation is just called Trick now.
Oh. Trick. But got to be careful with Trick because boom checka wow.
Well, what about Cheap Trick? Anybody have a favorite Cheap Trick song or songs?
I really didn't like Cheap Trick.
No?
I always like Surrender.
Surrender's a great one.
Yeah. It just had that
I have
full
an obscure
body.
one. I have an obscure one that I dig.
What?
Tonight It's You. Probably nobody out there even knows that. You know that one? Are you aware of that one?
Yeah, I heard that one a long time ago.
Dude, that's an awesome song, man. All I want is a place in your heart. Tonight
I like Dream Police.
Great song.
Dream Police is all right.
Yeah, Dream Police. Dream Police.
Yeah. The thing is, they had such a fat sound, and yet everything had definition.
I'll tell you what.
Amazing.
Even though it was a kind of like a pre-written ballad and stuff, and it's a very popular one, and you probably wouldn't think I would be liking the thing, but I dig The Flame as well. They're kind of come back there in the late 80s, I think it was.
Yeah.
Now there's something that Pudgy's pondered. That would be awesome if we could do it. But the problem is that A, it's a rights nightmare, and B, it would cost a fortune. Although Mr. Raymond does know an artist who lives in the lands that were once known as Canada, so it is possible to do it. You know the White Zombie song, Rat Fangs, S Tanks, and Cannibal Girls? The one from Beavis and Butthead?
Oh, jeez.
Imagine a pod version of it. The anime with White Zombie characters, but it's all pod characters, and Mr. Raymond's in like a black leather and studs, and hair dolled up, and as soon as the song plays, it's like, oh, hey, that's the one for Beavis and Butthead, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, a pod version.
Yeah.
But there's no way that Mr. Raymond could do it
because of rights.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because White Zombie, okay, here's the thing. Okay, Pudgy's gonna rant a little bit here.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Pudgy.
All right. White Zombie is a good band. Rob Zombie is a good singer. And he has a good band. But whenever Cobalt bought anything by White Zombie or Rob Zombie, it was 3 songs, and then the rest of it was all crap. It was stuff that he recorded off the radio. There was poems. It was from horror movies. So whenever and Cobalt always told Pudgy, as soon as they sold White Zombie and Rob Zombie stuff on iMusic and then the different places where he could buy just the song, then he became a great band to listen to, because you could buy the songs and ignore all the crap.
Yeah.
Well, my problem with Rob Zombie is if you take the word "yeah" out of his writing vocabulary, you got nothing.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
there are
literally like 6 other songs in one of his songs, and the rest of it's just yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Never been big on Zombie, and it spilled over into his writing abilities for movies, because if you take the F word away from him, you got no script either. So
yeah,
I don't know. Rob Zombie's I don't know about the fame. I don't know if he's deserving of his fame. Just saying. And I'm a huge Halloween movie fan, but I don't know what he did to Halloween.
But see, here's the thing, Mr. Fett. Rob Zombie and White Zombie, like White Zombie, they only have really one song that everyone knows about, Thunder Kiss 65.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that one, and they do have an album, and there's other music on it. But whenever you say White Zombie, it's Thunder Kiss 65 and nothing else. And then Rob Zombie is probably the one that Cobalt has and would listen to a lot is Hellbilly Deluxe.
Yeah.
So but then all the stuff afterwards, it was like, okay, it just they started to do the same thing that Kiss started doing. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna put 5 songs that you've already got on your other albums onto the new album, and then you only have one new song on the new album, and then we're gonna take the whole bunch of stuff from southeastern California TV and local radio and put on, and it's like, whoa, this is really, really dumb.
You know what? And I'm not only going to defend that because you mentioned Kiss. I think a lot of artists started doing things like that because they weren't getting paid for their albums. You know what I mean? Yeah. As the streaming services started taking over, I think we, the consumer, are kind of responsible for that. Where they're like, screw them. I'll give you a couple new songs, and if you want them, you're gonna have to buy the old stuff. So I think that's our fault.
Well, okay, here, I'm just gonna push it back a little bit on this because. Okay, cool. They re-release other songs on the new CD. Okay, that's fine. Call it the best of, call it a medley. That way But see, the big thing is that now that you can, once you were able to buy individual songs, that made things a lot better. And once some bands figured out, oh, wait a minute. If they can only buy one song, and they don't buy anything else on the rest of the album, then the studio's going to be like, oh, wait a minute. they're only good for that one song, and so we're gonna put all the effort into the one and forget the rest.
There
And
is
that
that.
and that led
Yeah.
to some bands where they realized, wait a minute, we have to do 10 good songs, not just one good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it did lead into things starting to become better for other bands. It's like, okay, Pudgy likes listening to them, but it's not like, oh, Pudgy absolutely has to. It's something called Black Veil Brides.
Who?
They're a newer band.
It's a goth. It's kind of a goth.
I've heard of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, because some of the stuff's really good, and other stuff is, it's still like, but you don't really skip through it, first, and then as Pudgy's pushing buttons on the computer, then all of a sudden it taps into the Cobalt's music, and then Typo Negative shows up, and Pudgy's like, oh. Pudgy doesn't know what a cinnamon girl is, but she keeps showing up every so often.
Yeah.
I like My Girlfriend's Girlfriend from Typo Negative.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Good video too.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
Pudgy, the thing that we can agree on is that I think that streaming services are evil, and they've kind of been the downfall of the music industry. That's where I'm still old school. If it's an artist I like, I still buy CDs,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because I want to support the artist, even though I don't even open them anymore. I collect them now. I listen to them on YouTube.
Yeah.
But by listening to them on YouTube and these streaming services, they're not getting paid for it. So
Mhm.
still, you should buy physical media. It's very important.
Yeah,
Yeah, and didn't-
but CDs are going the way of the dinosaur now.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't-
vinyl is
you know-
back, but
Yeah, but you don't see them in. They're no longer in cars since God.
yeah, well, geez, my car doesn't even have a CD player in it.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
Mine
plug.
doesn't.
You're supposed to plug a
Yeah.
device in or subscribe to like Sirius or XM radio or something. That's what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I got
It's
that
serious
2016
stinks.
Jeep, and in mine you have to press a button on the GPS locator thingy screen, and the screen flips up, and the CD player's behind it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
John.
weird.
You're my only hope.
Yes.
oh boy.
I just pictured you. I just pictured you kneel down, like recording putting a disc in R2D2. I don't know why I was mentioning. Anyway,
Well, I'm cuter than Princess Leia.
I'm not going to argue.
But the only problem with this whole analogy is that after Mr. Fez records the message, then Baby Yoda shows up, and Mr. Fez is like, "Why are you even here?"
Mhm.
Lenrod!
Hi, Lenrod.
Lenrod!
Let Baby Yoda show up, then we can kick him like a football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baby Yoda. Hashtag
Oh,
point Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Pudgy-
Lenrod.
Pudgy hopes that at the end of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, that Mandalorian that says, "Okay, baby," or Grogu, but everyone calls him Baby Yoda because he is Baby Yoda. So they're going to put Baby Yoda into a catapult, and they're going to fling him across the galaxy, and then he's going to go far, far away. And then the Mandalorian says, "Finally, we got rid of that guy." On to, and then the credits start rolling. The
See, I can
music
tell
starts.
you-
The
I can
music
tell you
starts.
exactly why they're not going to do that. Because a lot of fans nowadays would like to see that, and they're not going to give us what we want.
Well,
Right.
the credits start rolling. The music starts swelling. Everything sounds good. It goes black. Then it goes to Temecula, whatever that guy's name is that played Boba Fett in the Fett show, and he's there at the bar drinking, and he's like, "Blank this." Puts on the helmet, starts gunning down the people in the bar. It goes, and then the big rated R symbol floats on the screen and says, "Boba Fett will return to kick ass in season 2.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Pudgy just swore. Uh-oh, warning, warning.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Hail Lenrod. He says, I has new car now. It's
Yay.
That's
shiny.
nice.
Great. Congratulations, Lenrod.
Yeah, speaking
It's
of Lenrod,
shiny.
I saw, was it Agent Pepsi 1, I think, mentioned Turbo Lover, Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite Priest songs comes off of that album. A lot of folks don't know this one either, but Out in the Cold. Out in the Cold, one of my favorite Priest songs.
Hail Tiger Stripes. How you doing?
Hey there.
Been a
Tiger
while.
Stripes. Yay.
Tiger Stripes. Let's see. Let's see.
Now, if anyone's curious about, if you're bored and you're sort of angry and you want to listen to something crazy, there's a band that's called Brass Against, BRASS, and they're a Rage Against the Machine cover band, but they do it with a horn section, and so it's like trombones and trumpets and they do all Rage Against the Machine music, but with a brass section, and Pudge's like, whoa.
So they make a bunch of noise with horns rather than electric instruments.
Well, it sounds really, really good, and the female singer, that does the Rage Against the Machine vocal, she's also really good, and it gets to the big guitar solo, and there's a guy, the trombone player, turning purple because he's losing all oxygen in his lungs.
Wow.
But he's able to pull it off.
Well,
Nice.
I would watch it just to see the trumpet player almost croak, but I mean, in the world of most hated music, probably Rage Against the Machine is top on my list. The most overrated guitar player of all time is Tom Morello. I mean, I made those noises when I was 12 years old when I started playing guitar, and I was making those noises back then. Just saying. Can't stand behind Rage Against the Machine. It's a bunch of noise. Not to mention, they're the exact opposite as their name in the world of music.
Yeah.
Hello, Tiger Stripes, who says, I'm just here to check on Sandra. Okay, I can buy that. But I'm glad you're here anyway. Let's see. Lenrod is mostly lurking. He's on the road. Yeah, you got to wind up that car.
On the road again.
All right, we got more memes. Memes.
Yeah. Real quick, how is Sandra doing? I got here late.
She's working really hard on her audio, on her she's working real hard on her PT.
Okay.
And she's doing it in outpatient, and she's doing really well. But there are days that she's sore.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. I hope Sandra remembers the pain she's going through trying to come back from this surgery, because she can put it to good use when that bionic knee is full force. And no. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Hey, it's Dean Snyder from Strangeland.
Oh my! First thing that comes to mind when you see it, ew.
Yeah. I'll bet Daddy's real proud of her.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
How dare you assume their gender?
I dare.
National Association of Dogs announced they deserve a little treat.
Yeah.
Oh, weekly. Weekly World News, the world's only reliable news. Michael Jackson's nose sells at auction for $8.9 million.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh my goodness, Punchy didn't even know they did a cover. Brass Against covered Faith No More's Epic with a tuba.
Oh yeah.
Albert Einstein was a genius, but his brother Frank was a monster.
Yes, I see what he did there.
Remember, kids.
Einstein.
Remember, kids. Clear your browser history.
That was a good episode.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh. Let's watch Star Trek and cuddle. Yeah.
Forget the Star Trek.
I would watch anything she told me to watch.
Yeah. Count Chocula, the Stay Puft, Count Chocula, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and the Teddy Graham Bear have all perished in a fire. We'll have s'more at 11.
Ouch.
Me kills a huge Me kills a huge mouse with a baseball bat. Everyone else in Disneyland. Yeah. Ha! There are exactly 2 types of D&D parties.
Yeah.
Stay away from my daughter.
Blasphemous. Blasphemy.
Captain's log
Yeah.
stardate. Captain's log stardate 44253.8. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
A map of England and parts adjacent. Here there be rabbits.
Yeah.
All right.
Bunnies, bunnies, bunnies.
Okay.
Bunnies are strange when they're a stranger, hopping along all the day.
Yep.
Raymond seem wicked when you're unwanted. Subscribe to Mr. Raymond today.
Well, evidently, Trike saw.
Bunnies are strange. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for everyone on the panel and everyone in the chat.
Yes, sir.
So, what song do you listen to? And yes, I'm going to ask you to put it out publicly here on the tube. What song do you listen to but would never want anyone to know that you did? What's a song that even you are embarrassed that you listen to? And I'm asking you to air your dirty laundry here on King Dolphin TV.
Sure.
Not very often, but every now and again. I can't remember. Andrea True Connection. More.
Oh.
There's just something about that song. Every now and then it gets into my head and I won't go out until I listen to it. And I don't hate the song. I just, it's from that era of disco. And yeah.
Well, Pudgy's not embarrassed by it, but it is a song that once it's in your head, it won't go away until until you put your head underneath the river water, and then you hear the blood, and then eventually goes away for a little while, and then it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as Pudgy says this, everyone in the chat's gonna go, "No!"
Okay, what?
For it.
ABBA's Dancing Queen.
Oh,
yeah.
I dig
As
that
soon-
song, man.
But as
That's
soon as
actually
it
a good
starts,
song.
It
as
is.
soon as it starts playing, it's like, but it's never the good part. It's always a Dancing Queen.
That's all I know from the
Dancing
song.
Queen. Somebody's 17 and not allowed to watch the Mr. Raymond show.
SP4H says Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle.
That's not a
That's
bad
a good song.
I dig it. I dig it. How about you, Raymond? You got a guilty pleasure?
White Rabbit.
Mr. Raymond did it again. He
White
played
Rabbit.
your heart.
White Rabbit from Jefferson
Airplane.
Airplane. Yeah.
Wait, is that the one where one pill makes you larger, one pill makes you small, one pill makes you a hedgehog on Twitch.tv?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. I like a lot of Danzig songs.
No, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is there's only one Danzig song. It's Mother, and then everything else is unnamed.
Oh man, Dirty Black Summer.
Oh yeah,
Almost
Dirty
a bad
Black
word.
Summer.
Rules, man.
Juju,
Dirty Black Summer is
Juju,
awesome.
Juju something, Juju Band.
Twist of Cain.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot of great Danzig.
Yeah. Juju.
Well, there's a later Danzig one that Pudgy listens to every highway or
Juju
Devil on Highway 9.
Yeah. Juju Bone is I love that song. And
How about Danzig with the Misfits? Anybody
yeah.
know early Misfits?
Yeah, I love the Misfits.
Listen, I was already talking to Brother John and Brother Lenrod, man. At some point, I want to get together with you fellas and do a cover of Astro Zombies. It's my dream. It's my dream.
Cool.
Astro Zombies, y'all.
Let's see.
And I did watch the video for that.
Cool.
Let's see. I just got to throw the radio in the tub at the peak of White Rabbit. Oh,
yo, what happened to Grace Slick is her name, right?
Yeah.
Jefferson Airplane. Okay, so all I'm seeing lately is it would be Starship. The Starship song, We Built This City, right?
Yeah.
It's winning all these contests for world's worst song ever written and recorded.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, Secret, I like that song. So I don't get it. I don't get why it's the most hated song of all time. I think it's a pretty good song. But now, that led me to watching some Starship videos.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is Grace Slick in Starship, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that's the same woman from Jefferson Airplane?
Yep.
Dude, what the hell happened?
Yeah. She's 86.
Well, but I mean, this was 80s though. When Starship
that's what happened.
ate too many crackers and cheese?
Yep.
Oh no!
Too much.
Is
much
Starship
junk
the one that did the song for the Mannequin movie?
You are correct, sir. I mean,
Mhm.
little fella. Yes.
Oh no! As soon as you mentioned Starship, Mannequin plays somewhere.
Oh yeah. Nothing's gonna stop us now. You know, I love that movie. I love that movie. I love that song, but mostly I love the movie because of Kim Cattrall. Just saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, one showing of Mannequin is perfectly fine. You play the song; it's a happy ending, and but then what HBO or the other station is going to do? Okay, it's time for Mannequin. It's time for Mannequin. It's time for Mannequin. It's a 24-hour marathon of Mannequin, and then it switches to Splash for some reason.
And I would watch all 24 hours of Mannequin because you can't get enough Kim Cattrall in your life, especially young Kim Cattrall. No, I think if they did 24 hours of Mannequin, it would probably kick over to the Beastmaster.
Beastmaster is a good movie.
Not according to General Kala. We talked about that on my channel, and I got her to watch it for the first time, and she pooped all over my movie. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not hurt. Not at all. I'm good.
It's okay. She's allowed to her opinion. She's wrong,
No,
but she's allowed to her opinion.
No, I tell everybody, hey, tell me why you don't like it. It's fine. It's cool. Hey, going back to Splash though, you know, I used to watch that every time it was on, but I only stuck around for like the period where she walks up to the Statue of Liberty. Oh yeah.
Welcome back, Marcelo.
Well,
Hi there.
if we're talking movies that have really great soundtracks, you know, Flash Gordon is really, really good because the whole soundtrack was Queen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Queen band members got to be the Hawkmen too.
Did they?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
they cameoed in the movie. One of the guys that talks to Voltan is one of the Queen band members.
Okay.
I never caught that. I must have.
Now we got to go watch the movie again.
Yeah, man. We just talked about that. Now I could have used that information a couple of weeks ago.
Cool.
Yeah,
Gordon's alive. Yeah, where's
Flash-
Baron?
Yeah, Flash Gordon is a really good one with a good soundtrack. Another one, it's a really bad 80s movie. You know, it has Barry Bostwick in it from Rocky Horror, but it's Megaforce, and the whole movie has the band 747 in it, and it's like they only have one song that people know about as soon as it plays Metaphors. You know, it's like, yeah.
Is that the movie with the motorcycles?
Yeah, the flying motorcycles, and a really fun piece of information is when the movie directors they shot it in Nevada, nowhere near Henderson, thank goodness, but they went to a town that was nearby, you know, and they went into the bar and they said, "Does anyone know how to fly a plane?" And there was these two retired Air Force guys, and like, yeah, we know how to fly planes. And like, do you know how to fly a C-130? And like, yes, I do. So they hired these two guys They got a C-130 plane. They put all the different metaphors symbols on it, and those two guys are on screen, and they got lines and everything. They had to register under the actors union, and that it's one of the rare instances where commercial pilots got to be in a movie with prior military experience, and that movie's just awesome. But the thing is, Barry Bostwick is really hard to accept as an action hero. The entire time you're thinking, "Hey, isn't that the guy from Rocky Horror? And why do they put him in skin tight latex?" And it's like, no.
I mean, come on, that's what they did for Sean Connery and Zardos.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you did in the 80s. Skin tight latex was, 80s, standard wardrobe.
Yeah.
Hey, I see Jason Love says, forget it, Ming Dale's with me. You know what? Nothing wrong with Melody Anderson. Not at all. She was smoking hot. Yeah. But Ornella Moody does not get the credit she deserves. Ming's daughter there. For being a little hottie back there in 1980.
Yeah, and Timothy Dalton was in the Flash Gordon movie, and say what you say, what you might think about Timothy Dalton. If you give him a good role with good dialogue, he can really do wonders with it. He was good in that movie as the Prince of Arborea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Baron.
He was great in The Lion and Winter as Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Unlike most of the community, I'm not a big James Bond fan, but that's what got me to watch License to Kill. I think I saw that one in a movie theater. The only James Bond I saw, because Prince Baron was James Bond. Of course, I had to see it.
Yeah.
Timothy Dalton.
Tim Dalton is great. Tim Dalton's great.
Yeah, Pudgy really didn't like him as James Bond because some actors can become Bond, and you can look past the fact that they're a big time actor person. Pudgy always thought that the Timothy Dalton is Bond. He was like he was angry all the time. And for the movies they put him in, it really didn't make any sense. Although License to Kill was a good one, and that's another one where Duran Duran did the title track, and everyone's like, I don't know what movie it is, but we gotta go see it because it's got the Duran Duran song in it. That's all. Wasn't License to Kill?
No, it was View to a Kill. The last Roger Moore movie had Duran Duran.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
I
love that Duran Duran song.
Yeah,
it was View to a Kill.
I think the only Duran Duran I know is Rio. They have a song called Rio.
Rio was one.
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Oh, okay, I know that one. They did have some later stuff. I want to say maybe 90s. I thought was okay. Ordinary World. Was that
Notorious?
Yeah, that was Duran Duran.
This was good. Notorious. Yeah.
So Pudgy, that was a good segue for another question. Favorite soundtrack theme or song or whatever by a band? Anybody have one?
Well, see, this is where things get difficult, because, all right, if you're thinking about like one coherent, where it's one band that does everything, there's two movies that would be the best for that. It would be either A, Flash Gordon with Queen, or B, AC/DC, Who Made Who for Maximum Overdrive.
I would like to throw in a third.
What?
Friday the 13th, Alice Cooper was basically
and then also Mega Force was 747. Now if you want to really go into obscure like cartoon type movies, Last Unicorn, they the whole soundtrack was made by America.
Yeah,
I can't say whole soundtrack, but I would say cartoon animated. My favorite would have to be Lion's cover of the Transformers theme for the 1986 Transformers movie. Holy crap, that was rocking.
That was an awesome soundtrack.
Oh, Jason Love says Dream Warriors. That's a contender for me.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, how
that's
about this
another one of
one?
those songs. You turn it on, Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you folks ever heard, but so that was Dawkins. They were at war with each other almost from the beginning, and it was really getting bad towards the end there. And when they were writing Dream Warriors, Don Dawkins wrote a version and recorded a demo, and then Jeff Pilson, the bass player, wrote a version and sang it, which was the version we all know. And they sent them both into New Line Cinema, whatever it was, and they chose Jeff Pilson's version. I think that helped the Bad Blood run a little deeper. I think that they didn't go with Don Dawkins' version, but I think it's here on YouTube. You know, if you've never heard it, go type that into the YouTube chat later and listen to Don Dawkins' version. It's not as good. Definitely Jeff Pilson's is better. But
Yeah.
sorry, didn't mean to get so long-winded on that. Dawkins fan. I am definitely rocking with Dawkins for sure.
Okay.
George
I
Lynch.
never heard of him.
influence. You never heard Dawkins?
No.
Raymond. Alone Again. In My Dreams.
Yeah.
Right? You never heard Dream Warriors?
No.
Holy
Alone
smoke.
Again, I
All right.
loved.
There's a project for you, brother Raymond. Write it down. Dawkins. Dokken. You got to get rocking with Dawkins. You need to listen to some Dawkins.
All right.
Maybe a year from now, you do another music show. We'll get your opinion on Dawkins.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jason Loves Doctors is Ray Parker Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters is another solid movie soundtrack. There's a lot of good stuff on that one.
Yeah, but you know that Ghostbusters is I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis. Matter of fact, Huey Lewis sued him, Ray Parker Jr., back in the day. Listen to the songs. They're the same.
Yeah.
Ray Parker Jr. totally ripped off I Want a New Drug for sure.
Now, you know, it's a good mashup. You know, there's, and Pudgy doesn't remember who did it, but it was Thunderbusters. You know, they mashed up the AC/DC's Thunderstruck with Ghostbusters, and it works really, really good. But for obvious reasons, both bands and both music studios, they really don't like that, you know, when people upload that song. But it keeps popping up all over the place because it's so awesome.
My guess would be Bill McClintock here on YouTube. He's kind of the master at that sort of thing. If you guys girls haven't discovered Bill McClintock here on YouTube, a whole new world will open up to you if you check out his channel.
Yeah.
And some Nightmare Fuel too.
Yeah, and then there's another one. There I Ruined It is another YouTube channel where they do crazy mashups. You know, like they did Conway Twitty and 50 Cent, and Punch is like, whoa, it shouldn't work, but it sounded awesome.
Wallace Lang says, I so hate the Duran Duran song View to a Kill that I mute this theme at opening credits and play Paul McCartney performing Live and Let Die instead.
My favorite cover of Live and Let Die was by a band most folks never heard of and should have. Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden did way before Guns N' Roses ever even thought of it. Great cover of Live and Let Die.
Oh, nice.
Not a fan of Paul McCartney after the Beatles.
Yeah.
Really, all of the Bond movies, you know, whoever was in charge of the opening song and the opening artwork, you know, even if you don't watch the rest of the Bond movie afterwards, you know, that opening musical number was always the best. You know, Pudgy also in the grand scheme of all the Bond movies, you know, it's kind of hard to pick one, but when they did Skyfall with Adele, that was you know, that was a good solid Bond one. But you know, in terms of all the other ones prior, you know, Pudgy, probably Diamonds Are Forever is a really good solid contender.
Yeah.
So going back to the movie theme, it's too difficult to pick like an entire score, right? How about just a song? Just a song. From anything, movie, television, anything. Anybody have a favorite song from any of those? Like maybe Eye of the Tiger from Rocky 3.
West Side Story. When you're a jet from the till the end, from your first cigarette to your last dying day.
Yeah.
I think I know that, but I think that's only because Doomcock may have sung that, maybe.
Yeah, but
From 1776. Sit Down, John. Yeah, that one I love. And that's William Daniels, the voice of Kit, sang that.
doing the FKHC says, yes, doing the theme song from the Bond film used to mean something until Die Another Day by Madonna.
You know, the only Madonna song, and I believe it was from a movie that I ever even kind of remotely liked, was what was that called? Live to Tell? Was it Live to Tell? I think it's from a Sean Penn film.
She did have some decent songs from Desperately Seeking Susan.
That I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
was my cup of tea.
Yeah. Wow.
Who was that? Arquette.
Yeah.
Was Arquette.
Rosanna Arquette. Rosanna Arquette.
Now, Brother John, am I correct
Yes,
when I say that the song from Toto, Rosanna, was in fact written for her? Because
yes, it was.
Harper was married. One of them was married to her or something,
or at least dating.
One or the other.
But yeah, that was definitely written about her.
So there you go.
There's several interviews where he talks about that.
There you go. So now every time you hear Rosanna, Rosanna, there you go. Now you can think of Rosanna Arquette.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
crazy for you.
Toto did the entire soundtrack for the '86 Dune movie.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah. I like that movie.
SP4H mentioned "Crazy for You" by Madonna. Yeah, that one wasn't bad either, I suppose. I mean, yeah, I guess some of the early stuff was okay. She kind of lost me where she got into that Vogue stuff, and it became more about the dancing than it was. So many people. Even there's a metal band I used to listen to called In This Moment, who I used to love.
Yeah.
They were a great metal band. She had a great voice. And then she just tried to be Maria Brink, her name is, and she tried to become like the metal Madonna, I call her. You know, she just kind of became like a fashion show, and it seemed like, I don't know. Give me T-shirts and jeans and some good music, rather than Gucci and crap. You know, just maybe.
Although she did do a very good cover of, was it Heart of Glass? No, Call Me. From Blonde.
Yes. Yeah. But see, that was before the whole metal Madonna thing. No, but you're correct about that. Matter of fact, I have that CD. She did a great cover of Call Me. Blondie. Any fans of Blondie? I've been listening to Blondie a lot lately.
Yeah. I really enjoy Clem Burke hearing him play drums. He was great.
And Blondie had some great tunes, man.
Oh, yeah. Clem Burke is another one of those underrated drummers.
I used to have, here's a secret. Okay. Here's a secret. Doesn't leave the show here. When I was a little kid, right, I had this Incredible Hulk wallet. It had a snap and went shut. I may even still have it somewhere. If I can ever find it, I'll prove it. But in the very back of it, there was like a clear pocket where you could stick a picture in there. And I had at one time got this. I don't even know what you would call it. It was gum, but it looked like a little tiny record album, right? And it was Blondie, The Tide Is High. And you could open it up.
Yeah.
It looked like a little record album. You opened it up, and it had a little picture of Blondie in there, and it had the lyrics to The Tide Is High. And then the gum was shaped like an album. You could slide it out and eat the gum. So I had the hots so bad for Deborah Harry back in the day. That used to fit right in that pocket, in that wallet. But I would never let anyone see it because I was like, that's my girlfriend. Nobody can see this.
Yeah.
So like, when I was a little kid, I was dating Blondie in my head. Just saying. Just telling you.
Jeez.
Wendy says, "Get Into the Groove" is my favorite Madonna song.
My former bass player and drummer, they had a band after Roulette. They did like a sort of a metal version of that song. That translates over to like a metal song pretty decent. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies.
Yeah.
Okay, Alice
Solid
Cooper.
album.
Yes.
Do we have Alice Cooper fans here on the panel and in the chat? What's your
I
favorite Alice Cooper song?
Oh, I've got several. $1 Billion Babies.
School's Out.
School's Out's a good one.
How do you like Man Behind the Mask?
Man Behind the Mask.
Yeah.
I really do. I got to tell you what. I got to go.
No More Mr. Nice Guy.
That's a great one. And I'm not just saying that because Megadeth covered it. But that is a great song. I have to go with my favorite Alice Cooper album. I consider two of his albums metal. There's metal Alice Cooper. Constrictor, which was basically a soundtrack for Friday the 13th Part 6. And then the one after that called Freedom. I love just about every song on there. Raise Your Fist and Yell is the album. I got ahead of myself. The song Freedom is probably If He Held a Gun to My Head. That's probably the one I would choose off of there. That is probably the most metal Alice Cooper ever wrote. And unfairly, I have seen a lot of metal album polls where people chose what the worst cover of all time was, and it's that. It's Alice Cooper's hand. Well, it's a fist with Alice Cooper's face on it, right? I think that's a great album cover. I would have went with that if my album was Raise Your Fist and Yell.
Did Alice Cooper do Hey Stupid?
Hey Stupid, he did. That's great. I think Joe Satriani played guitar on that, I want to say. That was okay.
I think so.
Of course, Poison is probably arguably one of the biggest Alice Cooper songs that spans multi-generations. Now, I have a story. I don't know if I ever told it on this. I have an Alice Cooper story if you all want to hear it.
Not Poison, because as soon as he mentioned Poison, that one song is going to play over and over and over and over again. And you know the one that Pudgy's talking about?
From Alice Cooper?
No, the Poison song that they play ad nauseum and never, and every heart is, or every rose, Pudgy doesn't.
Oh, every
Pudgy
rose is a
hates
stone.
Pudgy hates that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Poison was man. I'm trying not to curse. They were crap. They were utter and total crap. They just got by on their looks for sure.
Poison had some neat songs, but then there's like every rose. Shut up, go away. Nobody wants to listen to you.
CeCe DeVille was a poor guitar player who never really got any better, and Bret Michaels has no range as a vocalist.
Yeah,
that was all looks.
Yeah.
Tim, I agree with you, and I know we think alike. I love Al Stewart.
Yeah, Year of the Cat.
Year of the Cat. His album Past, Present, and Future with all the historical, songs. Roads to Moscow is my all-time favorite.
Yeah,
I love that.
Time Passages.
Time Passages.
Say It Ain't So, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a lot of good stuff.
There's no Joe on the panel.
Oh, no. Other thing.
Jason, I put this on here. Jason Love, 18. Feed My Frankenstein. Hey, Stupid. Welcome to My Nightmare. How about Edgar Winter's Frankenstein? Oh,
yes.
Man.
I like the band Overkill covered that.
Oh, yeah.
That's my version. That is my version.
Oh, okay. Okay, here's one. Which cover of Whiskey in the Jar does everybody like? Not counting Doomcocks.
Can I say none?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with that on that. I hate that song.
Now, is that the song that Metallica covered where he does that like "Daddy Yo" crap?
Yep.
Oh my god, I want to slap the taste out of James Hetfield's mouth for
my favorite version is Thin Lizzy's.
He likes the Dropkick Murphy one.
Dropkick Murphy?
Yeah, Dropkick Murphys. They did Whiskey in the Jar.
Ah,
yeah.
I'd like to Dropkick Hetfield for saying that song.
Yeah.
I like Thin Lizzy. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
I don't have a long history with them, but I do want to right that wrong someday because I know one of my greatest influences, John Sykes, was a member of that band and very close actually to the original singer. And so,
wait, does that mean Mr. Fett's history with Thin Lizzy is thin?
Yes, incredibly thin. Incredibly thin.
Hold on.
Lizzie Borden, another story.
Fett, probably best one to start with. I think I still have this one in vinyl. I gotta see the album. I'm checking.
Oh, while Mr. Rabe is looking at that, it's a really good, solid movie soundtrack album. Heavy Metal 81.
Ah, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one had like Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult and Cheap Trick and Devo and a whole bunch of bands on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sabbath did a special version of Mob Rules for that.
Now, my favorite metal soundtrack would be from the Wes Craven movie Shocker. That has so many great bands on it. And Brother John, if you haven't heard that, there's kind of a little super group that does a
Yeah.
couple songs on there,
Yeah, well,
specifically
you
for the
had me
movie.
watch the movie. Yeah,
Shocker? Okay.
yeah,
I don't even remember that.
yeah.
But,
More than a year ago, we talked about that on your stream.
oh, geez. See, my memory only goes
Yeah.
back to a couple of minutes ago. But yeah, there's a little super group on there. Speaking of Alice Cooper, it was Alice Cooper, Paul
Mhm.
Stanley, Guy Mandude on
Yeah.
guitar, Vivian Campbell on guitar, and unfortunately Tommy Lee on drums. I want to say Rudy Sarzo played the bass on that too, I think.
Mm.
And then a bunch of other artists contributed some great songs, including Dangerous Toys. I think one of the greatest Dangerous Toys songs of all time. Demon
Yeah.
Bell is on that soundtrack.
Mm. Very good.
SP4H says the 86 transfer. Yeah, we talked about that. The 86.
Yeah, Lion was, man, they tore it up with that song. That is so, I listen to that at least a couple of times a year. Like that'll just pop into my head. And then when I say a couple of times a year, I mean for days, until I finally get sick of it.
Yeah,
But,
and then there's also another band and they're a more recent band that does all the Transformers music. It's a band called Cybertronic Spree, and and they're on Twitter and they do all sorts of fun stuff. And basically, they are an actual band, that knows how to play instruments and everything. And they dress up in Transformer costumes. And,
I've seen them. I've seen them.
Yeah, and they play in Comic Cons and whatnot, and they do a really good cover of the original soundtrack, and they're starting to make new original stuff now as well, and the new stuff's really good too.
Mhm. Cool.
Well, if I can kind of circle back to Lion and the Transformers soundtrack for brother SP4H, a little bit of trivia for you. I don't know if you're a horror fan, but in the movie Friday the 13th Part 4, they desperately wanted Metallica to be on the soundtrack, but of course they said no. So there's a scene in that movie where Crispin Glover is doing this crazy dance. And if you guys have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. This crazy Crispin Glover dance. The song that he's jamming to in the background, that's where Metallica was supposed to be. But they got Lion. That's Lion in that scene. A song called Love is a Lie. Just a little piece of trivia for you there. Brother SP4H, if you want to check that song out. But yeah, some more Lion for you. That was an underrated band. They should have been bigger than what they were because their guitar player was phenomenal. He's gone on, Brother John, you know the guitar player, Doug Aldrich. He's gone on, man. He's been Whitesnake, Dio. He's been all over the place. So yeah, very great guitar player.
Definitely. And he makes it look effortless.
Oh, geez. Yeah. I think Elizabeth Zoroff covered it. Which is she does reaction videos here on YouTube. The Charismatic Voice is the name of the channel. And she covered, I think it was live. It was Don't Talk to Strangers on her channel. And it's the one with Doug Aldrich playing. She had to keep rewinding and watching the solo. And she said something to the effect of, I can't even count how many notes he just played right there. That's how impressive he was. Oh, and by the way, Brother John, I think it was just this week. She did a reaction to Quiet Riot's Mental Health.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I was a little mad at her there for a while because she's not a fan of Slayer or Megadeth. And she recently tried to get into Megadeth again because her husband loves it. And she just makes fun of Dave Mustaine's voice so much. I was kind of mad at her there for a while, but she kind of redeemed herself with the latest Quiet Riot take. So yeah, big fan of Quiet Riot.
Okay.
And she has, Raymond, if you haven't seen her, she has the most lovely red hair you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. I'd like to be Pudgy's size and just slide down her hair.
See, for me, with her, it's the hands. Some women just have hands that, like, I don't know, they look like sexual organs to me. This is still King Dolphin After Dark, right? Anyway, sorry. But I don't know. There's something about her hands, man. Anyway, sorry.
Pudgy's under the blankie now.
That's going to shut up now.
Wait a minute, Pudgy. You're going through puberty, so you should be fine. Okay.
But Pudgy didn't say the blanket was completely solid anymore. It is getting kind of threadbare.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, here, Fat. This album should be your break-in through.
One of these years, Pudgy's gonna find out why Debbie kept going to Dallas.
Ah.
Jailbreak. I know that song.
That album?
Yeah.
Tonight
gonna
is
have
gonna
a
There's
be
going
a
to be a jailbreak.
Yeah, I know that one.
And that's where the boys are back in town too. The boys.
See,
are back
now,
in
Yep.
town.
the thing is I'm probably going to have to start with my boy, John Sykes, whatever he played on. Because,
Yeah.
man, if you folks aren't familiar with the work of John Sykes, man, holy smokes, man. Because he first joined Whitesnake in, I think it was on the Slide It In album. And then he was on the big album, the 87 self-titled, everybody knows. And David Coverdale went and, the genius that he is, fired the entire band before the album even came out. So everyone you've seen in those videos from back in the day, Rudy Sarzo, Vivian Campbell, Tommy Aldridge, Adrian Vandenberg, they didn't even play on the album. That was John Sykes played on that album. And you can tell because Whitesnake never sounded the same before and they never sounded the same after. However, if you go and listen to John Sykes' band Blue Murder that came out after that album, that sounds like what Whitesnake should have sounded like going forward. And surprisingly, he sang on the album and he sounds eerily like David Coverdale. So the first Blue Murder album was, if you're a fan of Whitesnake and you haven't heard Blue Murder, go check them out.
Yeah, Blue Murder was him and Carmen Appice and
Tony Franklin.
Fretless
Monster.
Yeah.
Great album. That first one. Second one, not so much. It's kind of a different lineup. Still John Sykes, but that one there wasn't as good. But the first one of my favorite albums of all time. Matter of fact, I made a meme that said something to that effect, and somehow Tony Franklin saw it on Twitter X there and liked it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah. I was proud of that moment.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the greatest, but definitely, in my opinion, the greatest fretless bass player of all time, I think.
He's one of them.
I mean, he started out, his first gig, he was like 18 years old. And they put together a little super group back in the 80s, The Firm. Anyone familiar with them? It was, I think, Jimmy Page, the singer from
Paul Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers. And they needed a bass player, and 18-year-old little Tony Franklin got a call, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And he's been like in our lives ever since.
Yes.
What was that song, John? What was that song? MTV Radioactive.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, to be honest with you, the song I wasn't crazy about the song. I much more prefer Gene Simmons's Radioactive because she's very selective.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah. Wallace Lang says, I would assemble a band with Paul McCartney on bass, Mickey Dolenz on drums, Greg Aldrich on guitar, John Fogerty on vocals.
Okay, so I've been listening. I was just talking about the Monkees on a couple of weeks ago on my stream. I've been listening to them pretty regular ever since. Okay, does anyone, first of all, do you like the Monkees and do you have a favorite song?
Daydream Believer.
Daydream Believer?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Last day to Clarksville.
Last train to Clarksville.
Last train to Clarksville.
How about you, Pudgy? You a fan? No? Yeah? Did we lose Pudgy?
Did we lose Pudgy? Pudgy!
All right, I'll throw it out.
Pudgy, sorry. Pudgy had to run outside to go find a bush. Pudgy's back, but Pudgy's back now.
Okay.
Well, we were asking if you were a fan of the Monkees, and if so, what is your favorite song?
The Monkees are an okay band.
Do you have a favorite song? Favorite tune?
Hey, we're the Monkees.
That counts.
Yeah, something.
Listen, I have one, and mine's obscure. And if you caught my stream a couple of weeks ago, you already know it. But yes, I do love Daydream Believer. I'm on board with Brother John. However, I love another one called What Am I Doing Hanging Round? It's Mike Nesmith, the guitar player. Didn't sing many songs, but that was one of his. Great song. So it's right up there with Daydream Believer for me. It gets hooked in my head.
Yeah.
All right, bass players. We have a few bass players here.
Yeah.
Anyone have a favorite bass player? I know Brother John does.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're, for me, meat and potatoes bass players, you got to go with Jimmy Bain. And he was a musician's musician who played, very solid stuff. Not a lot of frills, but what he did do, and you don't really hear on the albums, if it wasn't there, you'd notice. But he was just something incredible to see and hear. And, you know, Franz Buchholz was another one. Gene
Scorpio.
Simmons is a much better bass player than he
Gene
gets credit
Simmons
for.
doesn't get the credit he's owed as far as being
Yeah.
a fantastic bass player.
Yeah, because he is Paul McCartney's style in getting both the beat and the melody in a lot of his songs. You listen to Going Blind, that's a perfect example. Or any of the early blues-based music they did. You know, he just kept that.
I'm not even going to mention
that
the bass lick of
melodic
his.
stuff going.
I'm not even going to mention the bass lick of his that gets stuck in my head because Brother John will terrorize me for the next month
Oh.
if I do.
Well, actually, that was Paul played the bass on that.
Oh, that was Paul.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
mine is Greg Lake and Greg Lake
Solid
and
choice.
and Tony Levin.
who is that? You have to enlighten me, Brother.
He played bass with Peter Gabriel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he I saw him on the Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Pudgster, how about you? Any bass players like ring your bell? Stand out to you?
Okay. Must be finding that bush again.
All right, I'll throw mine out there. Well, I already mentioned fretless. It would probably have to be Tony Franklin. Overall, I want to go with Steve Harris from Maiden, but
yes,
Billy Sheehan. I think I got to go with Billy Sheehan, just as an all-around, just virtuoso.
Yeah,
and plus he played with two of my favorite guitar players, you know, Steve Vai and Paul Gilbert. So I'm a little biased, I suppose.
Yep. And again, with Greg Bissonette.
Pudgy just listed. Pudgy doesn't know individual band members.
Okay, fair enough. Some of us are musically geeky. Some of us aren't. Understand.
Sandra says, "I love the Monkees, but don't know that she's got a favorite song."
Did you ever watch the television program, Sandra? Just curious. That's a great show. You know, that's something I never acquired on DVD because every time I looked up, you know, a box set or something is going for astronomical money, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but
how about speaking of absolutely. Yeah, Sandra says absolutely.
That was a fun show, wasn't it? It just man, I laughed every time I watched that show.
Yeah. Speaking of
la 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 la.
Oh God, the banana splits.
I thought so.
Yes.
Yo, did you know they made a horror movie out of that?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a horror movie. I have it. It's something. It is.
Speaking of shows based on the bands, anybody remember the cartoon of the cartoon series of the Beatles?
I don't remember that, but I remember the Jackson 5 and the Osmonds both had animated cartoons.
Yeah, they did.
Was it a Hanna-Barbera one?
No, this was one of the. I forgot who did it. Let me go to my.
I think it was done in England.
Let's see.
I have never seen it, but I think I've seen clips from it.
Yeah, they're on YouTube now.
People made videos or something from the cartoon.
Yeah, they actually are cutting stuff. It was
la 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 la.
Yeah, it was in 1965. It was 1965, and it had ABC did it.
Oh, okay.
ABC did it, and I was watching the this clips that YouTube made, and I'm going, oh my God, how did they get away with this stuff? I mean, I saw I Am the Walrus and the animation. The animation they did for that, and just the lyrics, I'm saying, ooh, how did they get away with that back in the 60s?
Yeah.
Well, because all the people they kept eating mushrooms. They kept ordering these special mushrooms for the salad, and for some reason there'd be garbage cans full of salad, and they would just eat the mushrooms and be like, "Whoa!" And
Yeah.
and then eventually, Pink Floyd would start playing, and it was really complicated because Pink Floyd wasn't around in the 60s yet. They became very popular in the 70s and 80s. And so the entire time Pink Floyd's playing, and someone that was in the band like, "Hey, this sounds pretty cool. What are in these mushrooms? I don't know, but have you checked out this cactus?" And all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
"We got a great idea. Let's do a song about a wall."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this show is just about music in general, right? It doesn't have to be. Okay. How about cartoon theme songs from any era? Anyone have a favorite cartoon theme? That would be a tough one for me. There are so many good ones.
Well, it's tied between Thundercats and Silverhawks.
Yeah.
Thundercats is good.
Silverhawks is was the more metal one. It was like Silverhawks, wings of metal, partly steel. Silver.
I like the theme song to the Herculoids. It doesn't have a. They
don't have to have vocals. Yeah, it doesn't have to have vocals. Just a song.
The theme song to Herculoids.
SB48's Inspector Gadget. That's a good one.
Oh,
that was another good one. Now, Pudgy does have a conspiracy theory. It explains why Baby Yoda is in the Mandalorian show. It's because one of the writers for Mandalorian was Super Marvin from the Super Friends.
Oh God. Oh God.
DC didn't know what to do with them, so they transferred this contract to Disney, and Disney said, "Okay, we'll put them back into this place. Just right. We don't care what you do. We're going to pay you $40,000 a year. A guaranteed contract. You just have to turn in 1 page a year." And over the course of 20 years of him working from the 70s to the 90s, eventually all of his stuff got transferred over to Lucasfilm. And then Kathleen Kennedy said, "Hey, this stuff's pretty cool. And a Baby Yoda character, that'll sell toys like crazy. We'll put it into the Mandalorian show."
Merchandising.
Yeah.
Brother John, how about you? Cartoon theme?
Roadrunner.
DuckTales is a solid choice.
Inspector Gadget, Tailspin Rescue Rangers.
Gummy Bears had a good one.
Another one I liked is an anime, the theme song to Lupin the Third.
Oh yeah, that's a good solid one.
I like a lot of cartoon themes. Definitely the American version of Voltron, the American version of Mazinger Z/Transor Z, the American version of Gotcha Man, which was Battle of the Planets. But it's hard to beat Scooby-Doo, man. Hard to beat the original Scooby effing
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Where are you?
I beg to differ. I hated Scooby-Doo, so
you what?
Oh.
Yes, I despise
fighting words, man.
I despise Scooby-Doo.
No, Scrappy-Doo, I understand you there. Scooby-Doo, man, put him up.
No, no.
Off with his flippers.
Dragon Ball Z, the American version. The one.
Hey, you know what's a good solid anime type loud heavy metal thing? Mr. Fett, have you ever watched Mazinger Kaiser SKL?
Negative. Is that related to Mazinger Z?
Yes, it is. It's a sequel to it, and it's got like a really, really heavy metal sound. I can't remember if it's the band Loudness in it, but it's something similar to it.
Oh, well, if it's Loudness, I'm definitely on board. Any fans of Loudness out there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. and
Minoru
there was
Takahashi.
Yeah, Crazy
Yeah, and-
Nights. They shook me. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Bruce
and then
Falk-
there was another anime. It had a band called Trash Gang in it that did the music, and that was another really heavy one.
Bruce
Uh,
Faulconer,
Mhm.
when Bruce Faulconer was doing
Focused.
Dragon Ball Z before they went back to the stupid Japanese version, he did some. He was my favorite composer for anime. He did Dragon Ball Z.
Mm.
And Wallace Lang says, "Case closed." Detective Conan. Oh, I loved Cowboy Bebop's theme song. Ghost in the Shell, that too.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. The Smurfs was kind of badass, not going to lie. When you're a little kid. When you're a little
Yeah.
kid.
Okay.
And not just the theme song either. If you go back and you watch some of those old Smurf episodes, man, it's like they were always cranking Hall of the Mountain King in the background.
Hmm.
Not Savage's version, unfortunately, but the
Ah.
classical version. Just as good.
Yeah.
What? Gib gone. Love it. Best ever. Can't believe more people don't know it. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Fat,
Yo.
check the private chat. Click on the second link that Pudgy provided. Okay, back to you, Mr. Raymond.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Let's see. Oh boy.
Okay, little buddy, got it saved for later. Thank you.
Let's see.
Yes, it is Loudness that did the soundtrack for that Mazen Kaiser SKL.
Yeah, I see the logo right on it. I'll definitely be checking that out. Thank you, little buddy.
Let's see. I don't have any other. I mean, there's just so many cartoons out there that.
How about sci-fi television shows?
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Ooh. Ooh.
Well,
I'm going
obviously
original Battlestar
Star Trek.
Galactica. Original
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The original Battlestar Galactica.
Buck Rogers, honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Star Trek theme without the lyrics, but with the girl doing the oohs and ahs at the end.
Yeah.
Did you folks
The
ever
reboot,
see-
the reboot of the Battlestar Galactica reboot, the song Apocalypse. Dun, 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 dun,
I've yet to
dun,
see it.
dun. Oh, you got to at least listen to the music. I mean, it is awesome. You got to check out the song is actually on one of their spin-off shows. I forgot the Plan. It was on the Plan, but it's don't, and it's awesome.
I see Jason Love put in there Buck Rogers. Now, let me clarify there. I like the standard Buck Rogers theme. If y'all ever saw the pilot movie, the Buck Rogers theme had lyrics, and I don't know, not a big fan. Matter of fact, I'm not huge on the opening, and I should be, because it has Aaron Gray and Princess Ardala and Pamela Hensley, all scantily clad and kind of all sexy around, like laying down, and I don't know. It just, I don't know. Doesn't feel right to me. I prefer the standard run of the mill Buck Rogers theme.
Sandra hated the Battlestar Galactica reboot. Yeah, she does.
I just can't seem to bring myself to watch it. I don't know. Everybody keeps telling me it's good, but I don't know. They messed with my Vipers, man. Like, I get it. There are some old Vipers in it. Everybody keeps telling me that, but I don't know. It's like, don't mess with the Vipers, man.
Oh, the Vipers. Yeah.
One of my, outside of Star Wars, probably my favorite spaceship design of all time. Sorry, Star Trek fans, but the Enterprise is cool, but give me a Viper any day.
Yeah. I wouldn't fight you there.
Well, I'm into muscle cars. To me, like the X-Wing, the Viper, they're like the muscle cars in space. It's a seat with an engine. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I need to be happy.
Mhm. Yep. Let's see, science fiction.
It's funny right now. Pudgy's got Loudness playing behind the scenes here, and Mr. Raymond's talking to them all sorts of stuff, and it's like heavy metal music and drum solos in the background, and it would sound awesome, but unfortunately, it would be a copyright nightmare.
Yes, it would.
Freaking YouTube, they got to ruin everything.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, brother Raymond. I hate to
Yeah,
early, but I better get going here till I get everything set up for my shenanigans and stuff. And
all right. Well,
walk
glad
around
you
a
made
little
it.
bit after sitting in a chair for all this time. And
All right, you made it. I'm glad you were here, and we'll put your channel here. Post your channel.
actually, am prepared for once. How do you like that? Look at that, General Kala.
Ah.
Your little boy. Your little boy's all grown up, General Kala. There you go. I popped it in the chat.
Don't be a chick. Don't be a chicken. Join us tonight, and there's his channel. So check him out. Right
I have
after
some other things we'll talk about, but the main thing I want to discuss is the movie The Ghost of Mr. Chicken with good old Don Knotts, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Take care, Fat.
All right, you too, man. Thanks
Bye, Mr. Fat.
I enjoyed it.
We'll see you in an hour.
I always love talking music.
Don't be a stranger, buddy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to working my way back to you, man. Anyway, how did I killed everybody on the way out? Take care, everybody.
Take care.
I'll see you later.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, we got memes from Tim. Oh, excuse me. Allergies.
Me.
Okay, if it comes up. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. All right, memes. Glorious memes. Wonderful memes. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. But
okay. All right, let's see. All right. Nothing. Mount Rushmore. Flat. Wheat. Hot dish. Corn. Ozarks. Cheese. Chicago. Great Lakes. Pain, and then hell is real.
Yeah.
that looks very similar. There's a guy over that's on the Threads app, but he also has started a post over on Twitter as well, and it's called Terrible Maps. And he has all these maps of the United States and sometimes the world, and it's like favorite topping that's not mayonnaise, and it's like all the different states with different things. Some of them are really funny. Others are like, oh geez, and I'd like to think that maybe I'll save the whales someday. Maybe someday you will.
Wow.
Oh. Sometimes it's a surprise when O'Brien beams out your poopy. Oh, that's oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Rapunzel, let down your hair. That's okay. Never mind.
Yep.
Oh. Debbie does Daleks. She came in peace. They came to exterminate. Love at first zap. The sauciest encounter in the universe. Not Doctor Who, not even a little. A totally unauthorized cosmic comedy. Exterminate. Oh, Debbie, ready to please. Oh, dear.
I'll bet.
Man, unable.
Somewhere Dalek's taking notes.
Yeah.
Yep. Man unable to learn any useful information as brain already filled to capacity with Monty Python quotes.
Yeah.
Spam.
Patia was watching the video, and it was they were saying that we are very close to the point where Johnny Mnemonic, which is a movie from the 80s, is going to become a reality. And that one was they stored information in his head, and it had he needed special codes to get it out, and the longer the information was in his head, it was causing problems. And it was a big action movie, and Keanu Reeves was in it, and eventually, that's one of the movies that led into the Matrix. But then Pudgy was watching another video, and it said that Star Wars is related to the Matrix because the one actor that was in the Matrix movie Part 1, the one that where he told Neo about, did you see the lady in the red dress? So that actor that had that one little part in that movie, he was in the Star Wars prequels, and he was in a bar where with Obi-Wan and Anakin. It was like probably the number 2, number 2, where Anakin was a teenager, and he was selling mind-altering substances.
The death sticks. The death sticks.
The death sticks, and the death sticks. He said he had a line in that in the Star Wars that said, "Do you want to expand your mind and see the world for what it really is?" So there's a conspiracy theory that Star Wars is actually in the Matrix. And that's a reference to the Matrix, where the program in Agent Smith said, we had another one and it was a paradise, but humans rejected it.
Yeah. Weird.
Interesting.
Is that Joe Pantoliano?
Not agent. Wendy sent this one. I don't always listen to Metallica, but when I do, so do my neighbors. Oh boy.
Yeah. He looks like me with good hair.
What's this? Sandra says, Banner. Yes, Banner. Hey, we wanted to show more that, Fett's thing. Yeah. We wanted to show Fett for a lot. Fett's Link for a while. Cypher, yes, in the first Matrix.
Yeah, that was the character's name.
Okay, yeah. Joe Pantoliano.
Okay.
Now, of all the Matrix movies, the first one is always the best. The second one is pretty good. Third one is like, okay, we need to cash in to make money. Because third one just drug it out. It was like,
yeah.
And then they made the fourth one, and the fourth one is now as mad as Doom Cock got at the fourth Matrix movie. It makes perfect sense why they did what they did, and they changed it, because if you remember in the first Matrix, they said that the programs were always constantly changing the nature of the Matrix, because as humans would adapt and realize they were in a Matrix, they would then have to change the program. So obviously, after Neo defeated everything and became essentially the god of the Matrix, the programs had to do something to fix it. So what did they do? They decided to give, split the powers between him and the lady. And then the lady became the primary source of the powers, and then Neo is still there as the original source, but now secondary. So it makes sense that they split it, because it's just the master program trying, and the machines trying to encapsulate and keep them separate from the rest of the Matrix. So if they ever make a fifth one, and supposedly they are working on a fifth one, the fifth one it might be just Carrie Moss as the primary Neo, but if they were to do such a thing, it would be real easy for them to introduce an element where the one, the Neo, Keanu Reeves Neo is dead because his power degraded his overall body. And And then Carrie Moss has all the power of Neo now, but she's starting to degrade. And at the end of the movie, then she says, we need to release this power to free everyone, and then finally end the series once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There is a way to fix this. The fourth, yes, it's divisive and people don't like it, but there's a reason why they did it. And Pudgy thinks it's because they're trying to figure out a way to end the series once and for all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, I think was it the second or third one that the architect shows up?
Yeah, second one. And the architect is, there's all these videos where people, debated and went over every single detail, and Neo runs away to go save Terry Moss, but if he had stayed, the architect was basically telling him everything.
Yeah.
Because the architect didn't care. He was like, I could give you all this information. You can't do anything with it. And that was the best part of the second movie, because he actually started to explain what the Matrix was.
Yeah. And I love that part. A lot of people hate it. I mean, I would rather sit through that scene with the architect 100 times than see another one of those cave rave things. Or another ongoing battle that takes 5 minutes to get through 3 seconds of punching.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there was another. There was the Animatrix, which Pudgy watched with Cobalt, and that was, they made it heavy metal style, so it was like individual stories of the Matrix stuff, like. And in that one, there were 3 parts split up throughout the movie, where it was the history of the machines rising to power and capturing all the humans. So they actually did a 3-part history, and it was really, really good.
Cool.
Hello, Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift. How you doing, pal?
Hi there.
So,
good morning and welcome to the show.
Yep. Okay. I think I only watched the first Matrix.
Well, the first Matrix was done so well that it is perfectly fine as a single standalone movie. And that's the best type of movie, where the first one is so good that you want a sequel.
Yep.
And it also, it had Rage Against the Machine in it, for their iconic music. And in that movie, Rage Against the Machine made a lot of sense. Because it really was Rage Against the Machine, because the machines were in total control.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you call a gingerbread? What do you call a gingerbread man with one leg bitten off?
What?
Limp Bizkit.
You'll be getting a visit from a polar bear.
I don't think Snortopoopas disagrees with me.
Not that polar bear.
Let's see. I believe that they're going to bring in a tall, standing white rabbit and name the movie The Matrix. Silly rabbit, The Matrix are for kids.
Awesome.
Oh boy. Sounds like Wallace Lang needs a spot at the kiddie table.
Yeah.
Now, you know what would be crazy, crazy awesome, and at the same time really concerning at the same time. All right, so they set up Matrix 5. There's Neo, there's Carrie, they're busy, fighting agents and doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and then all of a sudden everything goes black. And then it wireframes, and then Daft Punk starts playing.
Oh,
because the machines said, you know what, we know how to fight this, and all of a sudden the grid loads, and it turns into Tron 4.
Wow.
Oh.
So, you have the Wachowski brothers doing Tron 4 with Keanu Reeves and Carrie Moss, and they're like, what the heck is this? And then Keanu Reeves, because he was Neo, or he is Neo, but he was a gamer hacker, before he got pulled out of the Matrix, and he's like, oh my goodness, I love Tron.
Yeah.
And it turns out, like, the Master Control Program, the big bad guy, in the Tron universe, that's the embodiment of the machines in the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would
And
be
then
the
there's
best. It would be the best way to fix Matrix and Tron at the same time, but Disney would never agree to it.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to see in that, one screen of the code coming down in green, and all of a sudden it turns into Space Invaders.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm weird. So,
Yeah.
Now, there's no way to do it now, because, well, Hollywood would never do it. But if they did an Airplane 3, William Shatner is still alive, and he was in the Airplane 2.
Yeah.
Earth is now traveling to other planets. Instead of going to the moon, they're going to Mars.
Yeah. Oh, before I forget,
What?
Pizza Eclairs Bananas. We haven't talked about food at all. So just wanted to get that in there.
Okay.
Anyway, Raymond, I'm going to take off. I got to get some stuff ready myself. All right. Pudgy, have a great night. Send me that when you're ready. Raymond, awesome show. Fantastic. Thanks. And again, Agent Pepsi 1, feel better. Sandra, keep going with the PT.
All right.
We'll see you soon. Everybody have a great night. Come on over and join us after the show on Fet's Stream. And,
all right.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye, Mr. Fez.
Bye, Fez.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
See ya.
Oh, so.
Well, Mr. Raymond.
Yes, it is. It is time.
It's been lots of fun, but is it time for?
Yes, it is. Let's see if it'll work this time. Let's see.
Because fun fact: the Matrix codes are food recipes. Oh,
that's a good idea. Space Invaders is my favorite Atari game.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yes, it is time for show notes. Pudgy, did you look at my DM that I sent you earlier? You can answer in the DM.
Yes, Pudgy saw. We'll talk after the show.
All right, sounds good. All right, but it's time for show notes. Let's see if it's going to work this time. It really crashed and burned last time.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. Yeah, with Mr. Raven and Sandra too. It's time for show notes. We're bringing it on. It's time for show notes. You've all been warned. It's time for show notes.
All right.
Hey.
Okay. First off, Snortapoopas says, take care, every human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, and great blue heron. TM, a wholly owned subsidiary of the dolphinwars.com. And here is the great blue heron. Courtesy of Snortapoopas. Ooh.
Yay.
That's a pretty bird. It wasn't.
You do realize Mr. Raymond Snortapoopas just gave you the bird.
Yeah, I know. He did.
Mhm.
He did. And didn't you have Sandra and me as herons once instead of dolphins?
Originally, yes, but Pudgy misremembered, and that's being corrected.
All right. Cool. All right. So here's what's going on for the next month or so. Next Wednesday, we're going to have Radio King Dolphin TV. The Ready for Pod Time players will be reading Dolphin Wars Peacemaker on Radio King Dolphin TV. And that's on the 13th. On the 20th, we will have Sylvia, your lovely artist, on to show us some of her art and talk about her creating. Programming note, on the 21st, I will be on Psych Opera's podcast to talk about the Dolphin Wars. On the 23rd, we will not have a Saturday Just because I will be at a music recital. And so we will be having on the 24th a Sunday show. Go ahead, Pudgy.
Sunday. Unedited, uncensored, unvarnished, unleaded. It's Mr. Raymond.
And Unforgiven. On the 27th, we will have Team Freaking Awesome coming in to talk about this year's Air Race Classic. On the 3rd, we will have the Herculoids review. So every Saturday, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I also have a signing. Snortopoopa says, unrepentant. You got that right. On the 6th of June, I will be doing a signing event at the local Comic-Con. So we may, if we do have a Saturday show, if I can make it, if we do have it, I will probably be an hour later on that day. So that is what's coming up on King Dolphin TV. All right, so this was definitely a great show, guys. I am so glad everybody came here, both guests, the Lifeguard Corps, and the people on the panel. We had Canadian Cat. We had Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift. We had Jason Love. We had Marcelo Lopez. We had Sylvia, your lovely artist. Stark Void X. Tiger Stripes, the lovely Tiger Stripes. And Wallace Lang. Did I say I did say Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift. Yep. So I thank you all, the guests, for being here. And now the Lifeguard Corps. We had, let's see, Sandra, our producer. Yay, Sandra. Please put an SF out there to help her, to give her the motivation to keep hitting that PT and exercising. We had Trike, the dog, barking a storm. Let's see. Wendy Trauma Warrior was here. We had FK8 Agent Pepsi 1. You feel better. Please put an AP SF and an AP1 out there to get help Agent Pepsi 1 feel better. We had the Meme Master FKHC 2005. We had Legatus Legionii, Lenrod with a new car, driving and lurking. Max Redstone was here. And the Comic Relief Crusader. All right. Okay. And I think I did say Tiger Stripes, didn't I? Yes, I did say Tiger Stripes. All right. And I did say the Comic Relief Crusader. Make sure you check out his show And finally got to recognize the baddest bear on the internet. Snort poopas. Q bar. Dot screen. Hashtag roar. A great show. Lots of music. But did we really have to listen to the dolphins sing? Yeah. All right. Night, everybody. All right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It is July 1st. What did I? No. June 3rd. I meant June 3rd. Not July. We're not even into July. All right. Wallace Lang says, Porky Pig. That's all, folks. All right. Pudgy, thank you for being here. This was great.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Mr. Raymond. Pudgy had a wonderful time.
I'm glad you did. We talked about music. We talked about movies. We talked about all sorts of cool stuff. So, yes, I enjoyed it. So, everybody, we will see you next Wednesday. Jason Love says, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, and thanks for all the fish. Yep. So, everybody, you have a great weekend. We will see you on Wednesday. For those with mothers, happy Mother's Day. And, oh, Pudgy, what you got going on your channel? I forgot to do that.
Pudgy's got a show tomorrow over on Twitch. Starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pudgy's playing Warframe. Hooray!
Yay.
And thank you for the shout out, Mr. Raymond. Yeah, everybody, Pudgy's doing Thursday shows on YouTube. Hooray!
Yay. Check it out. Thursday, YouTube. All right, everybody, be safe, be happy. We will do a pod raid on Fet show, and we will see you next Wednesday for Dolphin Wars Peacemaker.
Goodbye,
Bye, all.
everybody. Subscribe to Mr. Raymond.
Yes, and subscribe to Pudgy.
Yay! This is the